Yeah, we throw it in the back room. Yeah, we throw it back there. Hello, Joe. Brooke Burns. Hello. Hello. How are everybody doing today? I'm trying to get it started and adjusted here. Can everybody hear me, Joe? Can you hear me? If you can hear me and I look good, give me a number one, Joe. No, there's my friend. No, I leave it on the floor.
Hey, David. Hello, lad.
How are you, my friend?
Cold.
You look like you're cold. What's going on?
I was out there in it.
How cold is it?
Oh, man. The last time I checked, it was dropping. It was like 40 in Washington State.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, it's like get worse.
It's 80 degrees here.
Oh, I take that back. 42.
Well, hello, Brooke.
How you been, bro? How you been?
Good. Everybody can hear me and see me, I guess. That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. What's up, J3?
Yeah, things are going pretty good. We're in the Philippines surviving, and as I told somebody the other day, we're alive, and I guess that's half the battle. So,
That's right. And I'm sitting here the opposite. Yeah. I'm freezing.
I tell you, I'm starting to realize there's a lot of things that I'm going to miss about the United States. And I've traveled all over the world, but when you live somewhere, you don't have access. You know that you're not going to get to go back in a couple more weeks and enjoy that. So, but one thing I don't miss is that cold weather.
I hear you, brother.
Just don't miss it.
Just look at me.
I know. You look like a Teletubby.
A Teletubby. Well, welcome home.
Yes. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm playing on the internet, and Lorelai's busy organizing the house. So that tells you how good of a husband I am.
Well, no, I mean, when she's home, you don't see a whole lot of them doing that. So don't start.
Yeah. That's it.
Don't start.
Yeah, yeah. So how's everything else going with you?
Well, last time I checked the VA, I talked to my lawyers. I talked to the VA. I just had an appointment yesterday. The doctor said, well, they keep saying that you had a basketball injury. No, I had a head injury. That's why I had to get the cervical spine fusion. It wasn't basketball. You don't get a neck fusion from playing basketball.
Right.
So I'm at 90% right now, and they're ready to finish the deal.
Good. So does it look promising?
Oh, yeah. I got Chisholm, and Kilpatrick.
Okay, good.
They hard nosed accredited.
Right.
They'll get it done. When they met me, I was at 60.
All right.
Here I'm at 90.
Yeah. The sad thing is, stuff like this just takes time, takes effort, and it takes being diligent and
David,
keeping at it.
I've been doing it since 94.
Yeah.
94. And
Which is
then
crazy, right?
yeah, when we got out of the service, they told us, well, you wanna make contact with the VA within the year you get out. Mm-mm.
Yes.
I was contacting them days when I got out. Days.
Yeah.
Didn't waste a minute.
And what's really weird, not only about the VA system, but also about like Social Security, disability, and those groups, is some people have no trouble whatsoever and it's instant, and other people got to fight tooth and nail for the same condition that somebody else got like that. It doesn't make sense.
And it really don't make sense when if Social Security says, well, you can't work, but then VA says you can work, but then
Right.
they'll go to VA back and forth. And I'm like, you guys aren't on the same page because you're telling me, well, I told you I can't work and I can't work, but VA won't put you out as TDIU or whatever it's called, unemployability. They won't put you down like that. All they got to do is go to Social Security and find out. You ain't worked in so much, you can't work. Hello, Lady Coach.
Hello, Lady Coach. Good to see you.
So I'm just happy you there. I'm, mm, mm, mm. I kept asking you.
It's been a long journey, and the
Oh,
journey is just starting. Hello, Mary. Well, thank you for stopping by from the Lady Coach support system. We all appreciate her and her efforts.
You got your babies with you? No
We
problem.
do. We have our dogs. You know me. You guys heard many, many times that if my dogs couldn't come, I wouldn't come.
Mm-hmm.
And that, I know maybe that sounds strange, but just the way it is.
If you ever had a pet, it ain't strange at all.
And I'll tell you, my friend, we spent more on those blankety blank pets, getting them here to the Philippines, than way more than it cost Lorelai and I both to get here.
Hey,
I'm telling you.
Hey, they don't have a choice, so you got to do what you got to do.
That's it. I mean, with the money we spent on the dogs, we could have flown first class.
You did. You're home now.
That's it. That's it. So, yeah, we're trying to get settled. We're over in Mactan Island now, Lapu-Lapu. We were over in Cebu, the heart of the city there, in a temporary rental house that we found while we were in quarantine. And that house turned out not to be a very good residence at all. Right. So we were forced to vacate it and find a different residency. So now we're hanging out over in Lapu-Lapu.
Liking it over there. Hello, Jenny.
Hey, Jenny's. I do think Lapu-Lapu is not a bad area. There's, Mactan Island, if for those who may not know. But Lapu-Lapu has all the beaches, the beach resorts, the malls. The traffic seems to flow on a normal day better here than it does in the city. So it has everything you need in a small area, but it doesn't seem to be as crowded.
Well, that's good.
So far we're liking it. We've looked at a lot of property over here so far. Haven't found anything to purchase. And we're going to take our time on that.
Ooh,
but you know, we've explored a lot over here.
Mhm.
You know, I tell people the honest thing is if we didn't have our dogs, but we do, we would just buy a nice condo overlooking the ocean. There's some beautiful condos here.
Mhm. But you got to bring your babies. Ain't no leaving them.
No,
Ain't no
no,
leaving
Lorelai is worried that I might choose my dogs over her. So that's what she tells people, you know.
them.
But
With the will and some money, it'll get it done.
we will, you
Mhm.
know. So yeah, we're kind of hanging out over in Lapo Lapo.
Cool, cool. I'm glad you're home. I can't wait.
Well, when do you have a tentative timeline?
When all of this VA claim is done, because I may have to go to some DBQs, exams, and you can't do that over there.
Yeah. If anybody would like to join us up in the chat, feel free. I just dropped the link. And then, of course, you guys all need to make sure that you're friends with each other if you haven't already done so. Look, here, look, I found somebody.
Mm. What's up, buddy? Yeah, you know it's me. You go way back. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't leave my dog. I couldn't. Mm-mm. No.
Well, there's John. Hey, John, how are you, my friend?
What up, JB?
He's back up in North Dakota. I thought he was down in California with the rich people.
Still trying to get rid of that house.
Here's the link, guys, if anybody wants to join us.
Hold on, David. I got to turn on my heat.
All right.
And I'm
There's
sitting
the
here in
other
the
one.
jacket. Hey!
They survived.
Yeah, they did. They getting used to the heat. They're like, would you bring me here?
Hey.
Oh, Lord, it is so cold. I got to close the door. I got the base heater on and the space heater on.
So you're hoping that maybe by this time next year?
Yep. This is my 63rd winter. I'm done.
Oh, man.
I'm done.
Lorelai says that's funny. 63rd winter.
I'm counting every year I was born here.
What part of she wants to know what part of the Philippines you coming to?
I'm going to General Trias.
What? General Trias?
Trias. Yeah, in Cavite. Not Santos, Trias, in Cavite.
Ah, Cavite. Oh.
Yeah, Cavite. Got an apartment there already.
Good.
Well, it's a house, 2-bedroom house. We only paying $6,000.
That's good.
Hell yeah.
Cebu is expensive.
Yeah. Don't come to Cebu. It's very expensive. I tell everybody, don't come here.
No.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, you can look
Cebu.
at the website. Cebu is expensive.
It's almost like American prices here.
I can't take it.
So I wouldn't come here.
Now I'm paying $6,000. What? $30,000 for this place I'm in.
I knew when I married Lorelai
What?
that she was a very expensive girl.
She said what?
And her being from Cebu just proves that point. You know, yeah. It's not a bad town by any stretch, but it's definitely a little pricey here. You got to kind of go way out of the city to get those prices to drop.
Right. Because all the expats running to Dumagetti and all that.
Yeah. Oh, John's ate at the 101 buffet. We have two. We just last time we were here in 2019, we took her family there, I think, and we ate at the 101. John, did you like it? I thought it was just average, if I remember right, from 2019. Let's see, we just got back a couple of days ago. Hey, I see Ronald has a brand new coffee cup. That's a brand new one, buddy. The price sticker is still on it.
Yeah, you know it.
We just got done eating at the Vikings buffet. In what mall was that? SM? In the SM mall here in Cebu. In the north wing of the SM mall. It's supposed to be more upscale than the 101, but the food's average. I mean, I didn't find it when we were there a couple of years ago. It seemed to be better, but maybe because of the pandemic, it just hasn't got its groove back. So it was okay too, and that one was a little pricey, but we did get a free dinner because if you're vaccinated and you take 4 people, they give you the 4th person for free. So 3 plus 1, whatever.
That'll work.
Yeah, it will work. What everybody would like the most, though, is all the free beer.
Oh, speaking of free beer, you guys are so far away though. But our friend Daryl, the lieutenant colonel over there in Balibago, what was it? Yesterday he had the expat party where they get free wings and beer till 8 o'clock.
Wow.
Yeah. We was watching it live stream, of course, but
that's cool.
Yeah, I asked him where was my beer and chicken. Couldn't get it. I got to get out of here. I'm done.
You will.
Definitely, I'm getting out of here. PTSD can't take it no more either.
I can relate to that. It's all about the triggers. Everybody's triggers are different. Mine are different than yours. Yours are different than mine. And I don't know if there's going to be any triggers over here or not, but hopefully there won't be.
No, I've been a loner most of my life. So when I get over there to get with Jonah, it ain't going to be like I'm missing home.
Right.
So home is where I be.
I have kind of the same mentality. The bottom line is I've been alone a lot in my life too. Worked so much with my teaching career, my private consulting work, busy, and not having a big family or any kids. So yeah, I can pretty much live anywhere, I think, I hope. And, and it's good to be with Lorelei. So I think I get your point in what you mean. So
yeah, because I don't require a lot. David, I still eat 1 meal a day.
Right. Well, I might be, to be honest, I may be a little bit more, I don't know.
Spoiled.
Yeah, Lorelei says spoiled, then I think I am. I have to admit, I'll admit to you, I may be used to a little bit more life of luxury than what's here, but I think I'll get used to it.
If all I need is my girlfriend, soon to be wife, a couple of electronics, I don't even use my video game anymore. You don't need it. You can just do it online off the browser.
Yep.
Cloud cloud gaming is in. You don't even need an Xbox or PlayStation or none of that.
No, you don't.
That's all I need, and maybe some food.
A little bit of food, a little bit of drink, a little bit of woman.
Little drink, little bit of woman, little bit of Sandra, and I'm happy. I don't care about nothing else.
Yeah.
No gambling, no running, no bar hopping, no. I don't need all that. I'm 63 years old. I did it all, done it all. I don't need it.
I definitely feel you because that's, I've been there, done that too. Been there, done that when I was single and had a good time and did whatever I wanted in life. And to be honest, all I really want to do is explore. What the Lord? Oh,
Oh, hey,
Lorelai
you
says the only thing I want to do is be with her.
go. Yeah, have you seen that commercial? It was this young couple back in the 50s or whatever, and he walks up, comes into it's like a social, and she's over there, he's over there. They both start dancing, and then they play "I Only Have Eyes for You," and then it flips to the present, and they say, "Alexa, play our favorite song again." And if you watch the woman, she's looking at him like, she's just looking at him in his eyes. She don't see no old age. She's just looking right in his eyes. That's all you see. That's all I want.
No, I haven't seen that. That's nice though.
Oh yeah, you got to see it. Forgot.
That's why Lorelai looks at me like I'm the Greek god. I'm the best person in the world. I'm the greatest husband.
Of course you are.
So,
of course you are. I'm
at least that's
surprised.
what I keep telling her.
Yeah, I'm surprised JB is floating around. JB is getting around. He was going to come up here to see me, but I told him my schedule is, I got like 5 VA appointments.
Wow.
This week, this month.
Wow.
Back to back. I had one today with my shrink. I got another one tomorrow at the outpatient clinic. Then I got another one on the 15th in Seattle.
And you got to keep those appointments and you got to go to them.
Gotta play the game.
That's what I was telling the Yank in the Philippines is that,
Mm-hmm.
with his situation, you got to play the game with everybody's situation. Because I know he gets frustrated with all of his stuff. And I've told him, I said, look, you got to play those games. You got to, when the doctor says jump, you got to say, okay.
I drove to Tacoma yesterday. I'm in Bremerton. That's like 32 miles away. By the time I got to the appointment and I got out of the car, thank God I brought my cane because my back was killing me.
Yeah.
It was killing me. I said, you got to be kidding. 30 minutes, about an hour drive. Felt like an hour. Got out of the car. I'm in the SUV with no lumbar support, none of that. Man, I was crippled. I mean, to the bone. I sat here. I got back home at 10 o'clock in the morning. I left early. I had a 9 o'clock appointment. Got back here at 10. Didn't go out of the house. Couldn't go out of the house. All day long. Stayed right in here. Then my sister, she calls me yesterday because her daughter's birthday is today. She passed away in the house fire. That's the only thing that got me out of the house.
Yeah.
We went down to the cemetery. That's the only thing got me out the house.
Well, so when you're not feeling good, man, it's tough. I've had days too, like a lot of others, where, man, you can barely get out of bed.
But I'm always in it.
Yeah.
This is where I'm always at.
I mean, you're lucky if you can move from one room to the other room. You know what I mean?
And do stuff around the house.
That's
it. Basic stuff. I'm thinking about calling the VA for some aid and attendance.
You should. we finally had that offered to us, before we left, to where they, one of my medical stuff would allowed or paid for somebody to come in once a week to do some light housekeeping, and a little yard work or stuff like that. But
that's why it's they offer it for the spouse. She could have done it, got paid for doing it.
right.
Yeah, might as well. I don't let a stranger take no money out of the house.
I agree. Well, and that was part of my deal was I don't like strangers in my house.
Yeah.
I mean, even over here, Lorelai would really like to hire a yaya.
Yeah, you would.
But I'm just not, yet quite comfortable doing that. So we'll see how it goes over time.
Yeah, you gotta be very particular, just like where you move to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I guess, with the yaya situation, right now I'm okay if we hire one and have her come in and clean maybe once a week, and try her out, get to know them, type of situation. But I don't know. I'm just old.
Yeah, you get around to it. You'll find the right one if you're gonna look. Your best bet will go like they tell me. When you want one, you go to the agency.
Yeah. Well, part of and you're right. The house that we landed at when we first got here was so nasty and dirty and filthy and mosquito infestation. We actually reached out and tried to hire cleaners to come in and clean it on our own money, even though it's not our house. But the sad thing was once they kind of realized that was their prices doubled and tripled.
That's skin tax.
Yes. So that I know that happens. When I've been here before, that's very prevalent. But it's now that you're living, it's a difference. I tell people it's kind of different when you're here on a 30-day vacation and you're going here or there and you're doing this and that and you get stuck paying a little extra. That's but if you're going to live here and you're getting gouged because of the skin tax, then that's not cool.
No, you can't keep doing it.
Right.
No.
Yeah. It's not sustainable. There you go.
No. It's not even in the budget.
So it is what it is.
Right. And we're using terms now that we never use in the States. Well, at least me. I never use the word budget. I don't have a budget. I have what I have, and I don't call it a budget.
Right.
But over there, this is a budget.
Well, and it can get out of control over here pretty quickly. A lot of people don't realize, one thing, there's something, and I didn't create this, I didn't invent this, but there's a guy on the internet that I watched one time that said this, and I really like it, and I use it. If you have $1,000 in America to live on, you still only have $1,000 in the Philippines to live on. Period.
Mm-hmm.
You still only got $1,000. So you got to manage it. And if you're not careful, I see a lot of guys, going a little hog wild, so to speak, and spending outside of their norm, which burns their budget.
Yeah, big time. Big time.
Instead of drinking that bottom shelf liquor, now they're drinking the top shelf liquor, and they're drinking more of it, and they're burning the budgets.
Yeah, and they think, well, yeah, if I'm still smoking, I'm still drinking, they both are cheap. You're gonna kill yourself.
Yeah.
With the quickness. I mean, quicker than you would in the States or anywhere else in the West, because you ain't buying it and it costs more, so you ain't buying more. But then when you get there, it's cheap and you stock up on this. No, I'm not doing that because it's a slippery slope. When you know it's that easy to obtain it, don't try to access it. And boom, you're gonna get caught up. No, I'm too old for that. No, the young guys will get caught up.
Yeah. I've talked to a few people who caught themselves after a while of being here, who realized what they were doing was, since they thought they had more money, and food is cheaper here. The food is cheaper in the Philippines. So they would save a little bit of money in their budget because food was cheaper. So they would start using that excess cash to buy more liquor. And I've talked to a couple who said after 6 months, they realized that they've been drinking way more alcohol than they ever did. And they were not feeling good. Their livers were bad,
Drinking a lunch.
That's right. That's right.
And dinner.
And dinner, because they had more cash, because you can go down to the local market and get food a lot cheaper than you can in America.
And if you're not eating like a Filipino,
yeah,
you ain't gonna make it. I'm getting feedback.
Yeah.
What is that? I heard myself for a second there. I don't know. Well, I'm so happy for the both of you. You guys are finally home. Thank God you made it safe, both of you and the dogs. Man, I wish I was there. I asked you, did you have any room in your suitcase?
Well, you're going to get here before you know it.
Yeah. Eventually, I'll get there.
Yeah.
So
I haven't been watching much of the news as of late about immigrations or anything. I just haven't been. So I don't know how everything is going on that end, but I'm assuming, next year everything will be good.
I've got my fingers crossed.
Hello, Warnie. Good to see you, my friend.
Hold on, Dave. I gotta run to the CR. We're gonna be using that term a lot.
The CR. The comfort room. Warren, how are you, my friend? Sure. Happy to do it. I'm going to drop the link to this one, Warren and John, or if anybody else, Joe, would like to come up and join us on the panel. Come on. I'm going to sell you vote for dog food. Does anybody want a dog for dog food? They're going cheap. Nah, so Warren is actually, I knew you were from Cebu here, but he's going to be at the Robinson Galleria. An appointment at 1:30. Well, good. Have we been to the Robinson Galleria yet?
Yeah, the one in the city where we stay in Boston.
That's the
Robinson.
That's the Robinson.
Yeah.
I can't remember if I've been to the Robinson yet.
Chowa. Oh, the one you can see in the hotel. In the front of the Robinson there, that's the Galleria.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the Robinson was right by the quarantine hotel we were at. Yeah. Yeah. We didn't go in it, but we saw it from the hotel room. We're over here in Lapu Lapu currently, hanging out.
That's how we do it. I know the two couples. You're the only two couples I know that made it out of there. Cliff and Rue, and you and Lorelai. That's it. The only two I know.
Yeah, I know a few others, but they're not YouTubers.
Cool.
So, go to our Filipino American couple Facebook page and stay in touch. So, but they don't do any videos. But I actually know about 8 or 9 other couples that have made it over here in the last few months.
Mostly Balik Bayan?
Most of them are. Hmm?
Mostly Balik Bayan?
Yeah, all Balik Bayans. All of them. And
Yeah.
most of them are over in Mindanao.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of them are over in the Mindanao area.
Can't do it.
I think I'm the only one that I know of here in Cebu, because I think Clifton Rue is not in the Cebu area. They're in
They're in
Leyte,
Mindanao.
maybe. They're in Mindanao too. Okay,
Mhm.
so I think I might be the only one over here in Cebu.
Michael McFarland is in Leyte.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's what
So
I mean. We know some other Filipino bloggers that are here in Cebu, like Warren E, but not any couples.
Mhm.
So Warning says, I am here and there you go. You're going to make me try to pronounce this stuff. Sayabonga,
No,
sir.
C.
Sibunga.
Sibonga.
Sibunga. It's
Cebu.
in the southern.
Cebu.
We went to that big castle church.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we passed there.
So So Warren, I've actually been down to the Catholic Church down by your area. Is that it? Saimala?
Simala,
Ah, David. Secret lesson.
What's that?
It's not English. The I is E.
I'm in Bellingham.
I know. It's the hardest thing for me to get a concept of, because we want to do 2 syllables, not 3, and I just have such a hard time.
But just think of Mexico when they say C. It's an E. C.
Okay, maybe that'll help me thinking of Mexico. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Warren, our co-host, is a genius. He knows everything. He's the man. He has survived 63 winters in the United States.
And I'm kind of tired of it. I'm really tired.
So, but yeah, we went down to the Catholic Church in 2019. It was pretty cool to see. It was okay. I'm not Catholic. And it's not old. But one thing, I'll tell you, one place I did like, Warren, if you've ever been there, is the Taoist Temple here in Cebu. Yes, our co-host is very impressive.
Well, I was learning Cebuana by singing the songs from my old LDR. She was in Agusan del Sur. I'm like, yeah, I learned the songs, but we didn't work out. So I still got a little Bisaya in me.
Yeah, what I need to do is find some little kid to teach me. Some little 4-year-old, who can explain it. And
Like I'm a 4-year-old. Yeah, that's how I get it.
Yeah. I told Lorelai one time that what I really needed was some really pretty young Filipino to teach me. But
did you not get the frying pan?
That didn't go over too well.
But I know I learned a lot by learning the songs.
Yes.
And to me, personally, Bisaya is more beautiful than Tagalog. All day.
Okay.
All day. Yeah. When you hear some of those words in Bisaya, oh man, they just flow like water.
Hey, Ron, do you have your link you want to drop so everybody can go over and hang out with you?
Oh, hold on here. I don't really have a channel. I mean, I don't channel,
Yeah.
but I've got a couple of videos of my Asawa Jonah. Hold on.
Warren wants to check you out, my friend.
Rather that he's just going to see Jonah doing an exercise and riding a horse. And that's it. That's it.
Well, at least she's better looking than you.
Oh, of course she is. That's why I put her on there, not me. Now, how do I put my
Lily and
link?
Millie. Oh,
How do I
watching
put my
from
link in there?
Louisiana. Hey. Lily and Millie from Louisiana. How cool is that? We were from Arkansas, so we.
She's from Cebu, I guess.
My wife remembers you. I think she thinks you're from Cebu, if she remembers right, Lily or Millie or Ann, whatever. We I got a lot of family down in Louisiana. Spent a lot of time over there or down there over the years.
David, how do I put my link in here with a hashtag?
I think you got to do it at the hey Joe. Is there a way that you can help him with his link? Joe's really good at this stuff. I think you can just do the at and then put your.
Well, it's at the professor, all one word.
Right.
I think.
Just put it in there and we'll see if we can't get it in there.
Hold on.
What it's called, how it's spelled correctly, and I'll see if I can't have Joe help us with that. Yeah, learning the language by song. Yeah, what do we call those? There's a term for that, like cadence in the military, where you learn things by cadence, and that's what learning by song is.
Mm. First song she told me to sing was it used to be a TV show. These Christian ministry boys, they made a song called Morena Girl. Go to YouTube, you'll see it. And once it's just got a nice little beat to it. Laura might heard it before because it's an old song here. Hey and I, Tagda ko kamay.
Sing it. Come on, we want to know. Come on, do it better.
It's called Morena Girl. My Morena Girl.
So Lily says that, yeah, they're from Cebu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want to recommend about a lot.
Yeah. There you go. There's our co-host, everybody.
Did it work?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, my Morena Girl.
Yeah. So her husband's actually Lily is down from her husband's from Shreveport.
Where is that?
Northern Louisiana. So I got family down in Lake Charles, guys. Don't really like them, but I have family down there.
All right. As a matter of fact, Lily, the name of the group is called the Hey Joe Show. Ain't that crazy?
Thank you, Lady Coach. We appreciate you more than you know. I know you do a lot of help, a lot of channels. Yeah, Ronald can sing, buddy. Let me tell you.
Well, don't be putting me on the spot like that. There, I know a couple of words, David.
My Marine Girl.
Right,
You know
My Morena Girl.
Marine. You know the song? About My Marina Girl. Lorelai's going to learn it in a couple of weeks. She's going to sing it for everybody.
Yes. It's a catchy tune.
Oh, jeez. I miss it.
Yeah, Joe's been studying. Joe speaks way better than I ever will. I admit my failures in life. I tell people I can barely speak English,
Right.
So how the hell am I going to learn something else?
Well, that one I got down pat. I'm an English major, so I ain't got no problem with that one.
Yeah. The only thing I'm good at is, to be honest, I can understand a lot of the words. I can't pronounce them. But when somebody's talking, I can get a lot of what they're saying.
Mhm.
So
But then they try to be so sneaky about it and say it so fast.
that's why you got to be so good at body language.
Mhm.
Reading. I've studied body language over the years.
They try to get it past me quick. I'm like, no, I do recognize that. Mhm. If you find the song, it's a catchy little tune. It's about 5 white guys, ministry boys. They singing this song about this Morena they met, and
Okay.
they sound good. I mean, they got the language down pat.
So is it kind of like Juanita,
Oh my God.
Juanita?
No, it's upbeat like do dun 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 dun. Hey and I, Dr. Sako Kamai, pasin wala kakabantay ba?
We're going to learn that.
Oh yeah, that's how I started.
Lily and Millie says, "Oh, we met. Hey, Joe, 2016 on the way to Brockeye."
Oh really? Wow. So they know the song.
I'll be in the background, sir. Call my girlfriend because she's out. Well, you should call your girlfriend, my friend. Come on, man. Tell her we all said hello and hope she's doing well. And make sure you buy her the diamond ring. Well, all girls like diamond rings.
I'm not sure. I think I'm not 40 yet. I know that's for sure, J3, but it's in there. I mean, everybody, I don't really have a channel that I do, because I'm retired. I'm not working for nothing else. I'm done.
But he's good at taking care of all of us and supporting us, though.
I just posted 2 videos just to, for something to be there.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hello, David's Island Adventure, Life Adventure. Good to see you again, my friend. Hope all is well.
Hello, David.
Joe, got to say hello to Joe. Just passing through. Where you going then? If you're passing through, that means you're going somewhere. Maybe he's going to another island adventure. I told him
Now,
when they come to Cebu, they can stop in and visit us.
J3 says, what did he say? Hindi. And besides, Dili.
Let's see. He wants to know what your banana count. I don't think Ronald cares about bananas.
I said it's around 30 something,
Yeah.
I'm retired. I'm not working the channel. The channel is just there because when you sign up for the Gmail, I mean, you got to have a page or whatever they calling it.
Right.
So that's the reason why I have one. Other than that, not.
I dropped the link if anybody wants to click in and join us up here. David, we're not quite settled here in Cebu yet, but we're getting there. We're already in our second residency. We went from quarantine to a shithole, now to another house in Lapu-Lapu. So hopefully we'll be getting settled in the next few days.
Mm-hmm. Once you landed at Cebu Airport, you was home. That's all that matters.
Oh, wow. So they were sitting behind us on the plane, spoke fluent Messiah, thought they were Filipino. Wow.
Yeah, there's like those white kids.
I tell you, one channel that is really good at language stuff is Bud Brown. If you guys that don't know Bud Brown's channel, he's an old guy. He's a former language teacher, military guy, very great guy. Bud Brown, great channel, and but he speaks like you can't believe. Not only Tagalog, but Visayan, Vietnamese, Jap. I mean, he's a smart guy.
And he's in Dumaguete?
Yes. Bud Brown. And he
Yeah.
has some videos, tutorials on how to learn language. Is one thing that he's done.
Says he's a linguist.
Yeah. A real one.
Oh, that's a piece of cake right there. We got to hook up with Bud.
Yeah. And he's got some videos out there about how to learn a language. But I really, he's a good channel. Our new apartment, well, thank God, the new apartment doesn't smell like raw sewage or have a mosquito infestation or smell like somebody died in it. So the new one's much better. It's when you're at the bottom and you get to move up the food chain a little bit, you're very thankful. So
Person in the first house is huge.
grabbing lunch. What are you gonna have for lunch, David? Joe, all right. They're gonna teach your husband that. Lorelai keeps trying to teach me, but I don't think I can learn from my wife. I think that's the problem.
Oh, so she met him and she know the song. They was famous in the Philippines big time.
Yeah.
Speaking of singers, guess who's coming to Seattle? Jaya.
Bruce? Who?
Jaya.
I don't know who that is.
Ask Lorelai. She's Elizabeth Ramsey's daughter.
Gaia?
Jaya.
Jaya. Do you know a Jaya? Singer? Elizabeth?
Yes, Elizabeth. Oh, Jaya. Is that Jaya? That's an old lady.
Yeah.
Is she an old lady?
She is now.
Oh,
Yeah, her voice is really like, it's look like, is that a half American, right?
Half Jamaican, half Filipino.
Oh, she's Jamaican. Yeah, she's a really good voice. Like, she's a
Oh my
darker.
God. She was
And her
the
voice
Whitney
like
Houston of the
really
day. Oh my God.
that's
I
cool.
know she probably heard while on the buggy.
Oh, I don't know that she's Jamaican.
Jamaica. We didn't get to go to Jamaica. That was one country we wanted to go to before we left, but we didn't get to go.
It's okay.
Lily and Millie are going to move to, I know, let me work on this one because there's two cities that are similar. So this is Comstella Lola, Lee. And then the other one is, what's the dirty one? Then so that's the good one. Then there's a crappier one called Conciliation. Conciliation.
You get it, David. Don't worry. You'll get it.
But Compostela is the better one of those two sea cities out here by Cebu.
Mhm. You'll get it. Yes, they got $100 tickets, Lily. They got a concert on the 10th in Seattle. I'm thinking about going. They got a private session where you can take pictures with Jaya and all of that. That's my favorite.
Wow. Well, you should
Jaya,
go.
Jaya go. She's old school. She's way back there.
That's
Everybody.
why. That must be why Lorelai said she was old, because Lorelai's young.
Yeah. Jaya's old school. She's like the Whitney Houston of the day in the Philippines. I mean, she got a big voice.
Yeah, really. She's a really big voice.
Mhm.
I'll check her out. We'll Google her and find out about her.
It's almost like Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Houston?
And I only learned about the song through I was watching some video and
Really?
a lady boy was playing it.
Yeah,
I said, who is that?
Who did we see? Who was the guy? Ricky Martin?
Yeah, Ricky Martin. That's Yeah.
His name was Ricky Martin.
No.
Yeah, it's a Latino.
We saw a Filipino singer in Arkansas that came to Bentonville, the home of Walmart. I think it's, huh? What was his name? Ricky Martin? Ricky Martin or something like that.
Mhm.
He was an old guy like us, you know.
Yeah, right.
His name wasn't Ricky Martin. That's that Mexican guy
I don't know.
who married J-Lo or somebody.
J3, did you find it? Yeah, Jaya and her mom. Yeah, Elizabeth Ramsey. She was a comedian, Filipino actress.
Tell the other girl she's wife.
Yeah, Jaya and her mom both can sing. Okay.
Yeah, David, you know who we talking about. Jaya, that woman got the voice, man. Oh my God. You should see her video.
Well, we're going to check them out.
Let's see. Here, hold on.
So
I
David
keep-
says
I
he
play-
remembers when he was in California listening to her from high school. Huh? What was that guy's name? Ricky Valdez? Narvana? Ricky Narva? I don't know.
Ricky Martin.
Ricky Martin?
I don't know.
Do you guys know a male singer named Ricky Martin, maybe? A Filipino guy? About,
He speaks English really good.
he's about my age, in the 50s. We saw him in Bentonville.
Mhm.
It was a pretty good show. Oh, there it is. Martin Nirvana. Yeah. Here it is. Martin Nirvana.
No,
Not Martin.
it's not Ricky Martin. It's not Ricky Martin.
No. Lily says it's Martin Nervera.
Martin. Yeah.
Yeah. Lorelai says, yeah. She even got his autograph.
Mm.
Huh.
She's good.
Yeah, it was a good show.
I mean, Lily is good.
Oh, Lorelai says that you're very intelligent and very good. So,
Yeah, I love me some Jaya. Oh man.
but that was a pretty good concert show. It was the largest gathering of Filipinos I've ever seen in Arkansas.
Right. Now that was the name of the song, David.
Okay. Pops Fernandez.
Yes, it's what.
Yes. All right. Lily says you're exactly correct. Now she says thank you. Put the dog. What are you going to do to the dog?
Here, put the cage of the dog.
No, I don't know. Maybe it'll be all right. But yeah, we haven't got to do anything fun yet in the Philippines. We've been so busy. So, but here in the next couple of weeks, we're going to try to figure out something entertaining to do.
All right. Take your time.
With Christmas coming up, you know, yesterday they had some kind of Catholic celebration of the Mother Mary. So traffic was at a grindstone for that. Joe's being nice and dropping everybody's stuff for us. Oh, Lily and Millie says they're going to bring their dog to the Philippines.
How many
Dogs.
dogs?
Yeah. How many dogs do you guys have, Lily? We have 2, of course. I'm telling you, it was not cheap.
You need to go to
It was not. I could buy a car in the Philippines for what I paid for these dogs to get here. And then there's a lot of rules and regulations
the breed.
about the dogs, including the breed, only long-nosed dogs. don't know the rules with big dogs like Doberman. Oh, they're Dobermans. Your Dobermans will be fine because they're long-nosed dogs. Snub noses can't fly.
You fly by weight.
And you fly by weight. You fly them by cargo.
It's not about cargo, that's the way of the dog.
It's going to be expensive, but very doable. Very, very doable. You just have to get the right size kennels.
They must have a straight flight because nobody will fit in the bottom of the plane.
And the key that we did, Lily, is this. You know, because we just went through this. And Lorelai's going to do a video if I ever get her motivated about all the drama we went through with the dogs. Is with all of our research and things that we did, when the window opened for us, we jumped on it. But we literally had to fly the dogs from California to Cebu directly. So we wanted a nonstop flight to the Philippines from America. That's because layovers, the dogs can be mishandled, not fed. You want to make the trip as short as humanly possible for the dogs. So what we did is we were in Arkansas. We flew from Arkansas to Los Angeles, spent the night, got up and caught the plane to the Philippines. And like I said, it wasn't cheap. But you won't have any problems with your dobies because on our flight, there was probably a 140-pound German Shepherd in this cage that probably weighed 400 pounds.
35 kilos.
What?
I asked it 35 kilos.
The dog?
The crate only is 35 kilos.
That metal crate that they got here was only 35 kilos?
Yeah, but it's how to weigh.
Wow.
35 kilos, not pounds.
Right, I understand. But this guy brought over his big old German Shepherd in this really big steel crate. I don't remember what, I heard him say that it probably cost him
800.
just for the crate.
800, no, 800 US dollars.
Oh, that's not that bad.
I don't know. No, the crate is $500.
Yeah.
The crate only.
Because your crates have to meet a bunch of different, very strict requirements.
Art
So,
is expensive with that too.
huh?
Art is expensive with that too.
Yeah, I'm just saying the crates have to meet a certain requirements. So to be able to fly. And you got to check your airline, make sure you know what their rules are at the time of. But it's very, very doable. It just costs a lot of money. It takes a lot of effort. I think,
Then buy them a drinking fountain.
Yeah.
For the,
personally, I was probably more
because they don't have a drink there
stressed over the dogs flying than anything.
than in Marlin.
One of the keys that we learned was we have these type of here.
We have this little phone.
So we used, let me see if I can show you. These little spill-proof containers for our dogs. But what we learned was that we should have used a feeder bottle that hung on the outside of the kennel, like for hamsters, but much bigger, of course, for the dogs to drink out of versus these smaller ones. So that's something that we learned. Because you got to give them enough, because nobody else is going to add water.
There's no access to it.
Yeah, there's no access for people to add water or food.
And that's confirmed by the airport.
Don't mind me, David. There was so much talk about Jaya and Walang Nabang Paibig. I had to go listen to it.
Okay. So, but you can bring your dogs as long as they're not snub nose. And of course, meets all the rabies stuff. Make sure your vet is on board.
No, we need to be sure that they ask permit here first.
Yeah, you got to get your Philippine permits in place.
Whether by
Hello, Jane Benny. Very good to see you. Joe, that's not our channel. Joe, did you get the wrong channel, my friend? Oh, we will. We actually have a couple of videos already about the Sky Kennel, which is the appropriate internationally accepted kennels. So we have a couple of videos on our, we have a playlist called Moving to the Philippines, the good, the bad, and the ugly, where I go in and talk about all the drama, the good things, you know, the immigration stuff, you name it. But we have videos in there already about getting the dogs to the Philippines. But Lorelai is going to do another one about after we got here. What did we learn? And here's how it really went. So we kind of did a bunch in theory, and she's going to do another one. So.
That song just tears me up.
Our Lily and Millie Dogs channel, but I don't make videos. Okay.
There you go.
There you go. There's a lot of us that makes videos, and there's a lot that doesn't.
Hold on.
Yeah. Well, Lily, look, I'm one of these people that try to be very honest and straightforward. And so there was a lot of struggles in getting here. There's a lot of, and we have a new series about living here that I'm being honest in about. Every Sunday I try to release an update video blog talking about what's happened this week, what I've learned, what we've experienced. So I try to keep it very real. But yeah, there is some good, some bad, and some ugly.
Gotta move my car.
Why?
I'm in somebody's spot.
Why'd you do that? No More Snow channel. Well, I think you, No More Snow channel will probably appreciate that we all agree with you. No more snow. Here's the link to the StreamYard if anybody wants to jump up and join us on the panel. But yeah, there's, I am not well, maybe I am delusional. Hell, I don't know. But I'm not too delusional to know that there's a lot of good things about being here, and there's a lot of bad things. And from a couple standpoint, an expat standpoint, and a Filipina returning, there is going to be some struggles. So, and Millie, here's something that we're kind of learning, and I'm going to address this a little bit on my Sunday vlog, is I think you girls that have been in the United States and are married to a foreigner, or Germany or Australia, wherever you girls are from, I think when you guys get back here, when you girls get back here, I think you have to realize that you're not seen as a local anymore. You girls are seen more as the spouse to a foreigner, not a local Filipina. And I think that's very important. And I've had to tell Lorelai that, they don't see you the same way, which means they see you more like they see me. Joe is trying there, Lily. Well, Lily, we appreciate that. And hey, look, we have our Facebook page, Philippine American Couple Facebook page, where you can message us, call us, and we're happy to talk and visit and get to know everybody and give whatever advice or answer questions that we can. Yeah, Joe's up in Missouri. He was just north of us in Arkansas. So technically, he's north of you guys in Louisiana.
It's bitter out there.
He's a neutral young man. Hello.
It's bitter out there.
It's not here. I don't know what your problem is.
Hey, somebody give me a shoe. Fit it.
Oh, man.
Man. What's the temp out there now?
I think it's starting to warm up here. I think it's probably about 82 degrees here. It rained during the night really heavily. So
It's 40 outside.
my husband says that you sound like you're from the South. Is he right? Actually, no. I'm actually from Chicago, but I've lived down in Arkansas, and I wanted to assimilate with the locals and know my audience in my teaching and my consulting. So I've kind of learned how to speak a little Southern, you know. But when I go back up north, I can talk like a normal American. So. But, you know, we lived in Arkansas long enough. I can say I guess I'm from there. I think Southern vocabulary is more fun. You can kind of drag things out and kind of just go with the flow. So I kind of enjoy the Southern thing a little bit more. Oh, Joe. Well, Joe. Well, Joe's from Missouri. Missouri is a show me state, a neutral state. But I wonder after a while, will I get a Philippine accent being here in the Philippines?
You have to practice that one. You have to know how to roll that R and you go to, bakit hindi ito? Wala yun, kuya.
Kuya. See, I've never been able to roll an R in my life. Normal American. Yep.
No
That's
more
it.
snow. There you go.
Yeah.
No more
What is
snow.
normal American? That's a good question. If you're from California, you know, it's a little different. If you're out in the Mountain West, or, you know, it's like anywhere.
Now you look here, David. My folks in Philadelphia say I sound country.
Yeah.
All right, huh? In Seattle?
Orlando Jackson is neutral young man. My real name is Orlando Javon Jackson. He's 21 years old.
See, that's another role there, David. Orlando.
Orlando.
Yeah, you have to roll that.
That's kind of a cool name, though.
Yeah, it's a cool name. Yeah. Orlando.
Javon. We know a bunch of Javons, Filipinos that are Javons. We got a good friend back in Arkansas that's named Javon. Well, you're right, Millie. And then, of course, Louisiana has that Cajun twang going on deep down south. My mother was actually French Cajun. So when I go down deep south Louisiana, that little bit of Cajun comes out once in a while, and woo, yeah, you know, we can speak a tiny bit of Cajun once I get there, but not much. But I got a brother and other family that you got to ask, slow down and pronounce your words. But well, there's nothing wrong with you being a black boy.
You call my brother-in-law Billy Bob. Billy Bob Fig Day.
Billy Bob. Do you like the science? David, you don't like the science. Well, I like the Messiahs in a few years. Boy, I don't know, to be honest. You know, I'm one of these people that I'm not a country boy and I'm not a city boy. I'm kind of, I tell people I'm from the suburbs. As crappy as that sounds, I'm kind of from the suburbs. So I don't know how I'm going to like things, to be honest, or if I'm going to find the perfect place for me.
You know what I found strange? It's when we Americans we butcher everything. You know what I mean?
I do.
We butcher everything. I mean, like, how you like to speak in that Tagalog? It's not Tagalog. Oh man, I just go nuts when I hear that.
We do it so bad, and I'm really bad at it. I tear everything up. Oh, there's Michael McFarland. Hello, how are you? Say hello,
Hey,
everybody.
Michael is in Leyte. Remember I
Yes.
told you? Yeah, that's Michael.
Yep.
What's up, brother Michael?
Y'all like Cajun fries? Now, see, that's Southern. Y'all like them Cajun fries?
Y'all. Y'all.
I like Cajun food. I'm good at Cajun food. Billy Bob never heard about that. Michael says hello. Well, I would suspect so, being that he's down from Louisiana, unless he's a transplant. You know, those coon asses, this is what you call people in Louisiana, are coon asses. All of my brothers and sisters are coon asses, and I was the only one who was born in Chicago. The rest of them were born down in Louisiana. Yes. The Undertaker. His name is Galloway or Calloway.
He passed away now.
Yeah, I think the Undertaker's real name is Michael Calloway.
Then he passed away a few years ago.
No, I think he's still alive and kicking.
I thought the Undertaker was gone.
Yeah, he's Michael Calloway. He lives down in Texas. Hangs out with Stone Cold Steve Austin a lot.
Yeah. Woo!
He made some very good money, let me tell you that. But when I was a child and my dad would get mad at my brothers and sisters, he'd call them coon asses. You know, he said, y'all coon asses.
Yeah, he's still alive. He's 56 years old.
Yeah.
I know some wrestler died. I don't keep track.
They have alligators in their backyard.
Yeah, he's 50.
Yeah, he's my age.
He's 56.
Mark Calloway. Yeah, he's my age.
Mark William.
He has a lot more money than me, but you know, he's my age.
Well, that's yet to be seen.
I got it on my YouTube channel. So you have a YouTube channel. You're welcome to tell everybody what your YouTube channel is.
Michael, did you make it to Daryl's X-Pac shindig last night? Because I left after a while. They ran out of check.
No more snow. We are currently in Lapo Lapo or Mactan Island hanging out. My wife is from Mandawi, though. See, I said that right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm learning.
You'll get it. Once you put that Asian slang to it, you know, then you
You
got
know,
to.
it's really hard for me because I'm not a very smart guy at all, and
Nah, I don't believe
and I
that.
have speech issues, and so I work very hard in my career to speak very slowly and punctual and say words correctly because my audience was a lot of time highly educated people who would pick up on and pick on, if you pronounce things incorrectly, they'd give you shit for it, and it lessens your credibility. So it's kind of hard for me sometimes.
It's not a major default if you don't pronounce it the way it sounds like when they say it, but then the attempt is, much worthier than not trying at all. Mm.
Yeah. Well, when I do try to speak it, they just laugh at me.
But that's good. That's breaking the ice. You'll get it to a point where you can just say it like you say, well, I'm gonna man
Oh,
po.
yes.
You just say if you say it the way you hear it from them, then you can say it the way they say it.
And that's what I'm working on. And that is it. I'm literally trying to listen to and then pronounce it the way they're saying it. And it works sometimes, but I think they get a kick out of the American trying to pronounce it with the accent. But it's okay.
Yeah, I try to sound like them, but it doesn't have to be that way. But I do my best
Yeah. So no
because
more
I'm
snow says that they stayed in Midtown Cebu in the past.
in the past.
So is that is Midtown IT Park then?
The one we're in the waterfall. Remember?
Midtown?
Yeah.
We stayed somewhere? Oh, the waterfront. Right?
The Midtown IT Park, the one that we meet the
Yeah. So Midtown,
designer.
yeah, Midtown is the IT Park area, which is a cool area.
The designer, the architect.
Yeah. Yeah. The IT Park area is a little bit more cleaner and fancier and a whole lot more to do than kind of the outer part. So Midtown Cebu is pretty cool.
We don't know much because we're busy moving.
Yeah. But we were there both times.
Yeah, we've been few
Yeah.
places.
There we go. So no more snows as they are heading to the Surigao City in a few Surigao City in a few weeks. My son, my wife, and my son are flying over on the 30th. My older son and I will wait here until the house sells. Yeah.
Now, if you ask Michael McFarland, he don't give a rat's ass how it's pronounced or how it's said. He won't even try.
Yeah. So no more snow. Let me ask you this. If your wife and child are flying over here, how are you going to get here after the house sells? Are you going to wait until the tourist visas open up, or did you go for a 9A? Because you have to have your wife to get in as a valid buy-on.
True that.
Yeah. So we've been to the Midtown area. Both times I vacationed here, we hung out down there quite a bit. But since we've been back, we haven't got to spend too much time anywhere but the crappy house we were in and land hunting. We've looked at land all the way up to Danville, Danao, Leland, Concealedon. We've looked at Mactan. We haven't gone south yet, but we're going to. That's right.
Yeah,
Stone Cold said so.
what's up, Warren? He's got a question. You say, Professor.
You got a question for the educational leader here?
Not me. I'm not the one. I'm just a lowly retired tailor. That's all I know.
He's got 63 winters under his belt.
Yeah, boy, I'm not, looking like 64 coming.
Okay. So no more snow is going to go to Thailand and wait it out. Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. Oh, it is Malaysia.
Yeah, because I really don't know. We don't, being on the ground here in the Philippines, you don't really get a sense of anything when it comes to tourism or immigration or anything like that. Being on the ground here, we don't get a sense of it.
Yes, that's correct. No more snow. It's right at the top. I got some friends that live there. I got some friends in Butuan, and I got some friends all the way across the water in Dinagat on the island, all the way up there.
Yes. So pronounce the city again, Ronald. Surigao? Surigao?
Surigao, the A owl, like
City.
Davao.
Okay.
It's like Davao. It's like Mindanao. Surigao.
Different Mindanao. Okay.
Yeah.
Lorelai says that's where all the surfing is.
Yes, good. I could come in with her, but I want to stop in Thailand.
Okay. All right.
Where you going?
Yeah,
Phuket.
Well, right. Phuket's open, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
No more snow. We had we had to wait until we waited until our house sold, and then we had to wait for a window to open up when Philippine Air and the government said, okay, Balik Bayans can come back in, and then we jumped on it and came in. So we sold our house probably 3 months before we even left the United States. Yeah, and that's the island where they surf, he says.
But that's the island that was separate from the top of Mindanao.
Oh, so the island is separate from the mainland.
Yeah. Beautiful out there, quiet. Too quiet.
You know, that's one thing I worry about is some of these areas can be extremely quiet. Hey, Wyatt Arnold plays. Hey, Wyatt Arnold plays the bad and the good on the movie Terminator. Why does he do it? Are you asking why he does it?
Well,
They pay him?
like my father used to say, it's in the script.
There you go. They pay him. You know, I watched a thing on YouTube or Facebook about Ice-T on Howard Stern's show the other day, and he flatly said, you know, one of his first movies he made like 23,000, the next one he made like 43,000, and then the third movie they wanted him to play a kangaroo in Tank Girl, and they offered him $1 million, and Howard said, so, well, why did you play a kangaroo? And he's like, man, they offered me $1 million. You know, I'll play any damn thing you want for $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
sure.
so Lily's asking if we like
Too big.
chubby,
Too big. Too big.
too big. See now that makes sense. See, that's too big.
Yeah, right.
But that's 2 and 3, not 3 and 2. And,
No.
yeah. And then you're gonna say this is boon gonna.
No. Bungao. Bungao.
Lorelai's laughing at me. She's sitting on the couch laughing at me. What a good, supporting, and loving wife.
I know, you gotta have it.
You know. Well, Michael,
Yeah.
we're glad we're entertaining you, my friend.
Yeah.
It's too
Yeah.
quiet.
Way too quiet. Yeah, T is old now. I mean, he's still doing CSI or whatever that show he does.
Well, there's a town south of here, about an hour, that has a big, beautiful beach community that I'd really like to go by in, but I don't know if we can handle living. That's right. I see the rapper said so. Joe, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I think I've got a weak connection though.
Hi, Joe. How you doing?
Doing good.
Oh,
Here, I moved
Yeah,
over so Joe can
Lily,
have-
sorry about that, but that was the name that came up when I did a name search for your channel. The link that I shared out.
Oh, nobody took offense, Joe. I promise you that. So Lily's laughing because she thinks the professor and you, Joe, probably ought to be teaching her husband and me how to speak. Huh. See, now,
Mm,
let me tell you guys this. The American in me would say, why don't you all just learn how to speak English?
And then the Filipino in me would say, "Putang is."
Does that kiss my ass? No? But then the American, but then the American version of that would be what, right, guys? Would be, well, learn the language or leave, you know. So I'm trying. So I believe you got to learn the language that you're going to live in.
Of course, it only makes perfect sense.
So no matter how long and hard it will take me. So
The good thing is you're speaking English.
some do.
Mostly does.
What?
But they can understand the slang.
It's like learning how to walk. It's like learning how to walk. You wouldn't give up trying to walk, so don't give up trying to learn.
What I wish is they wouldn't be so shy about trying to speak English, because then you could have a dialogue and they could help you learn the language. But they're worried, just like we are, about how horribly we're going to pronounce things or how we may sound, that a lot of them don't want to speak English to you, even though they can speak English, because they don't want to be judged. But if they would, then you could kind of have a back and forth. Let me teach you, you teach me type of thing.
You're not.
You would think that, but no, that's not how they think.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
But Joe's pretty good at his skills. Joe has pretty good language skills.
Oh man, the man got it made. Mhm. He knew exactly what I was saying, and I didn't even have to finish. Laura and I knew what I was saying, and I didn't have to finish it. Well, of course you would know.
Yeah.
I don't usually finish it because it's bad.
Yeah, I'll get there.
Whatever you do, David, don't ever say it to any Filipino.
There's Joe. That's it.
Welcome back.
You know, here's the funny thing is, guys, you know, sometimes when you talk to somebody from another language, and I find myself doing this, which is bad, and I know better because I worked with international students all my life, is I'm starting to find myself to speak slower and louder because I think, like, like, no, I'm not deaf. I just don't understand what you're talking about. So let me speak louder. So
What do you say to that, Joe? Does that work?
oh, I bet. Lily says that her husband can understand Messiah, but his southern drawl makes it hard for him to speak it. Yeah.
The same thing, you're close, huh? Arkansas and it's Louisiana.
Yeah, but Louisiana's real
Yeah.
southern drawl.
Yeah,
And who-
but that shouldn't hold him back because you can mimic whatever you want to. If I can say, David, if I can say as an American, bakit dito, and then if I say it like I'm Filipino, bakit dito?
Bakit dito?
What was
Yeah,
it?
there you.
What was it?
Bakit dito?
What is that?
Lorelai's going, what is that?
I don't know.
Because she's Messiah. That means bucket. What?
Bakit? Why? Bakit?
Why? Bakit dito?
What's in dito?
What's
Hindi.
in dito? In dito.
Hindi.
Dito means here, but the middle is I don't understand.
She doesn't
Bakit
understand.
ka nandito ka?
I don't understand it either. I'm just mimicking.
It says, bakit ka nandito? Why we're here? Bakit ka
Yeah.
nandito?
There you go.
There you go.
Ken Hugger, my friend, how are you? It's good to see you.
Hello. What's up, brother Ken?
Oh my goodness. My problem is I have a tendency to being a public speaker all my life. If I do something like Bakit dito,
Bakit ka nandito? What is
I want to put a flair to it. Bakit dito or Bakit dito, because
You just keep trying, you'll get it.
but it's kind of like Slamat. What was the other What was the other one that what's his face taught me about boobs or something?
Susu?
Mercury, or was that Edward?
Susu?
Somebody taught me one about boobs.
Yeah.
I think Mercury did.
I don't know. Aboba, babe? I don't know. Mercury did.
I don't know.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started now.
What was that? That was either Mercury
Yeah,
or
Mercury.
was something about breasts. Remember?
Yeah, his wife saying something and you should be careful because you'll be pronouncing it.
Yeah, there's a word that sounds like boobs, I guess, really close.
What,
No.
do hung?
I don't know. Whatever.
Tadip? What was it?
I don't know.
Do hung.
Puso, puso.
Puso is heart.
I don't know. I don't know what you're saying.
What are you talking about? Breasts?
Yeah.
Yeah, duhan.
What?
You say
Duhan?
dung.
Dung?
I
D
don't know.
D-U-G-N. Dunghang.
Dogan.
Dihon.
Dogan. Oh, this guy.
That's where they do. They hung.
Dogan.
Doug.
That's beside.
Well, yeah, that's Poseidon.
Dogan.
I don't know about the prison show called Oz. The
What?
prison show called Oz was cool. A little disturbing watching all the men raping each other, but
Yeah, how we get there?
yeah, I don't know.
That's what I say.
But Ken says, hey to Michael You mean
Toy.
two toy? Two toy?
Toy.
Two
Just the
toy?
way it looks. Toy. Say
Yeah,
it fast.
Toy.
But it says if you pronounce it really, um,
Yeah, another guy taught me there's a particular word that he wanted me to make sure I pronounce correctly, because if I pronounced it incorrectly, it meant that I wanted to touch some girl's boobs or something, or it came across as that. So, but I forgot what it was, so obviously the lesson didn't take.
Well, you know, a Yank in the Philippines got that one saying in Bisaya. Yeah, you don't want to hear him say it. No.
Suso, yeah.
Susu.
Suso.
Susu.
Suso.
So is the shell that you slipping it, or you pronounce it softer, it will be
Gotcha.
so.
Suso.
It's so soft.
No, so is the shell. Then is the Tagalog of chest out breast.
So she's saying that
Two toys.
two toy is actually just two toys.
Yeah, you see it. Two toys.
Two toy.
Yeah,
Two toys.
Suso
Suso.
is a breast.
Breast.
Suso.
Tagalog suso.
Yeah.
Titties. Susu.
Yeah, but if you said suso, it means shells.
Seashells. I'm gonna probably just wind up going to prison.
No, you ain't.
I'll be trying to talk and then be going, you
Man.
carry drugs, boy? Boy, you got drugs on you? You know. Well, we can relate to that. The problem is the international language of dollar is expensive,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because they see that international and all the prices go up.
And you know what the acronym is, right? ATM.
Yeah. American teller machine?
ATM.
Yeah,
Cuts it right to the quick.
that's it. Ching, 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 ching. And that's what I was saying.
David, you know Dib Dib.
That's
You
what
know
I was saying earlier. Go ahead, Ronald.
You know what Dib Dib is.
Dip, dip.
Dib Dib. See, you
Dip,
said
dip.
it so, yeah, you said it so good.
It sounds good, whatever it is.
Susu.
It's one of my favorites.
Dib Dib. Yeah,
Dib
same,
dib.
same. Yeah. Now
I
that's
guess you can
easy.
get dip, dip in many sizes.
Yeah, Dib Dib.
Can I get an extra large dip, dip?
No.
It sounds like you're saying dip, like, you know, potato chips and dip, you know?
Dib Bib. Dib, you know, if you take dib and then you put bit and you say it backwards, it's bid. So dib bid.
Dip it.
Yeah. Don't go going Jollibee saying that.
Oh, that's helpful. Can I have an extra large?
Can I get an extra large? Can you?
I really appreciate yours. You know, there you
Yeah,
go.
right. Yeah, you ain't say that either. No,
You're,
it's not.
you're going to get me thrown in prison.
Uh-oh, there go Jonah.
You better say hello.
That's
We
my
all said hello.
Oh, she got the boys doing the modules.
Yeah. It's no more snows. I just say I have no dollar. I'm a poor Americano. That's right. I was just telling my wife has all the money and she's poor.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she got the enough doing back massage for her.
Ah.
Hmm.
Oh, we went and had foot massages earlier last week.
Uh-huh.
We had feet massages done at the mall a couple of days ago.
Just say I have no dollar. I'm a poor American. Americano.
Americano.
Mm.
Well, maybe just say I'm a Porchicano.
Chicano.
Chicano.
Mm.
America. No habla. No hable.
For Latina. Yeah, I like in Cavite. They got lots of, Spanish blood down there.
Yeah, that's the problem. You know, a lot of them understand Spanish pretty well here.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, it's part of it. Hmm. Let's see what the poor girl doing. She's going through pain.
Pain? Why is she going through pain?
Something with her back. She got the boy massaging it. He gonna be a masseuse before he knows it.
We had at the foot massaging place in the mall. I went. We took Lorelai, and Lorelai took her sister, and the girl that was doing my feet asked me if I like full body massages, and I told her, I said, "Oh, absolutely," but my wife says they have to be done by an ugly woman or a man. So no thank you.
Oh, that won't happen.
So let's see.
I used to go outside.
Why is this up here? My camera's not on.
I don't know.
Because
Why is this up here? My camera's not on.
I don't know.
because
There we go.
there you go.
My camera's not on. It's what?
How are you?
Yeah, but I got to be able to talk.
We can hear you.
You don't
We
need
can
to.
hear
Oh, you can hear us? You can hear us now?
Oh yeah, we heard everything you said.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
You don't have to. Act
I
like
was
a
just
voice.
talking bad about the big guy.
Say hi.
Oh,
And that's what we heard.
where you stashed the money.
That's right.
Say hello. They're in the Philippines.
Yep. This is Beth, Jeremy.
Hello.
The other one, he's over there.
I'm scared of planes.
These are the two that'll be coming on the 30th. Yeah.
Woohoo.
Okay. Oh,
Planes.
good.
Welcome
They'll
to the
They'll be heading into Manila. They'll probably sit in Manila for, I don't know, 6-7 days, whatever they want.
quarantine crap.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then they'll head on down to Surigao City.
You're lucky. It's cooler up there.
I'm not ready. In the slightest.
You're not ready.
No, he's worried about the internet not accommodating him well enough.
I'm not worried about that.
Like, you can't get on there, huh?
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that for now.
This kid needs the best internet available.
I'm not worried about that yet.
So Ken says you're actually his brother and sister-in-law?
Yeah. Ken's
Oh,
my
I didn't know
brother.
that.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's my actual brother. Oh, here's Ken. Present. Ken is present. Michael.
I'm the one that started the whole Filipino experience 15 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
And you kept telling them, man, you gotta cut.
Hello, Ken.
Yeah.
Hi, Michael. Michael in there
Oh,
too.
Michael's in there too. Yeah.
Nice to Michael.
I don't know. We don't have the thingy no more. But don't.
You will show it. Jimmy will show.
Oh, there they are. There we go.
Michael McFarland.
Hey, Dave, that's right.
Yeah, he comes on our channel from time to time.
Yeah, Michael is our fan.
Yeah, he's one of the Bobs.
Michael is our avid fan.
He's our night owl. He stays up all night in the Philippines.
I don't know how he do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started it all. Then I went over.
Yeah. And my oldest son also married a Filipina. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. She is one of the, what's the Pinay Mama channel? whatever that is. Ohio.
It's Ohio Pinay Mamas. Ohio.
I need to get tickets for that.
Ohio.
It's a whole lot of karaoke, and if you want to listen to that.
Oh my goodness.
Married to 2 Filipinos. I know all the karaoke I need to know.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of Freddie Aguilera, I don't know what to do.
I grew up around the Philippine community
his
in
name.
Arkansas, and I've heard more than my share. Trust me.
Yeah.
I don't.
So, when did you get over there? Your name is Joe, right?
Mine's David.
David. How long you been? When did you get over there?
We got here about 3 weeks ago on the 23rd,
Yeah.
the 18th.
How many
We got
times
here
were you in there prior to that?
twice.
Yeah.
So this is your third.
Twice before this.
Yeah.
It's a secret, Professor.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. One of my trips through there, we went through Cebu. I stayed at that Cebu Midtown. It was pretty decent. I liked the mall being right underneath of it.
Yeah, the Midtown area is the better part of Cebu.
Yeah.
It's cleaner, neater. There's a lot more to do there. If you get out in the outskirts, it definitely gets,
Yeah. Well, Cebu has developed a lot over the last 10 years. Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I was here and comparative now, it's just
You guys brush.
night and day.
Yeah.
Night.
Go.
When we went in there, the airport was brand new. So that's how many years ago that was. Yeah.
Got a Chinese export money coming in there.
And we ended up going from there down to Davao City, and that airport was brand new. Yeah. Because that airport got blown up.
I haven't been to Cebu yet.
Yeah, the first time I flew into Cebu was the original airport, and it was it was very different
Yeah.
airport than airports that I've been used to.
Yeah.
I've flown a lot and landed in a lot of different airports, but to land into that airport, that many,
Oh, yeah.
it's like, is this the airport?
I landed in Butuan one time, or Butuan. Yeah.
Yes, that was good one.
Yeah, Butuan. That's you just landing in a cornfield is all that is. It's just a strip of blacktop in a cornfield.
No, man.
The terminal is, I think, some guy's house.
But it was a pretty rough little airport back then. My first trip in, man, it was such of a long 28, 30 hours.
Oh yeah.
And then when we hit that tarmac and landed, I thought the plane crashed. We hit it so hard. I thought we'd crashed.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, see, I go into Manila and stay a few days before I carry on because the flight is so long.
yeah, and that's what we did this time. What we did this time is we went from LA to Cebu.
Yeah.
Right, one shot direct from Los Angeles to Cebu.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah, I go in and I stay right there in front of
You mean
the Mall of
no
Asia.
Stop over? That's a good one.
No, if you go from LA, it'll go right to see. It'll make it. If you go from Ohio, it's not going to make it. It's too far.
Yeah. We were from Arkansas, so we flew from Arkansas to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, we're from Cleveland, Ohio. We're by Cleveland. So we go, well, these tickets I just got for her, Cleveland to Boston Logan to Tokyo to Manila.
Right.
Yeah.
And we were looking at that, but since we were taking our dogs, we wanted the shortest flights. And our end destination was Cebu. So
you bring the dog.
Yeah, the tickets actually seem to be cheaper going into Cebu than they are Manila.
Correct.
Yeah.
Where?
So it's like but they have to stop and
yeah,
gas.
but they have to stop in Japan or Korea somewhere to get gas. Yeah.
Oh, but straight.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Well, they can't make it. They can't make it to the Philippines straight from here. They have to stop.
Mhm.
They can make it
Right.
from LA because it's 3,000 miles closer.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually what we do is we would fly from our little airport XNA in Arkansas to Dallas, then Dallas to Korea, then Korea to the Philippines.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that next weekend?
Yeah, I've taken the Korean one before from Chicago to Seoul. Yeah.
That's the one we always take.
Yeah, and we actually like that one. We're
Yeah,
very
I like that one the best, really, because I like that Seoul airport. Yeah.
Which one?
yes, and we love Korean Air. You know,
Yeah.
Korean Air is a nice plane to fly on. I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just Incheon is a beautiful airport. So,
Yeah.
but this last time when we were booking our tickets originally, we were going to be going to Korea, but Korea is not flying. Korean Air is not flying into the Philippines, so we were going to have to go on Jin Air from Korea to the Philippines, and we got all of our tickets booked. But then it come to find out that Jin Air really didn't exist and really wasn't flying into there. So all of our tickets got canceled, which turned out to be a blessing because then about that time, Philippine Air opened up the new route from LA to Cebu. So we were able to just convert their new flights. We started adding flights.
Philippine Air, PAL, that's pretty big in LA. Yeah.
Yes.
They go in and out. Yeah, they go in and out. There's a lot of Filipinos in California. A lot of Filipinos.
There is. And,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they're catering to that big Philippine population over there. Yeah.
Yeah. The good news is on our flight over, it was only about half full. We had all kinds of room on the plane.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people are nervous about buying these tickets because it can go bad on you quick. Yeah.
When it's hard to get your money back.
Yeah, I bought the insurance on these two tickets to refund that money. I paid the $150 for the insurance.
No, we did too. Not all, we weren't that lesson. You want to buy your insurance for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
It is worth the money.
Yeah, these were Japan Airlines. It's going to go, it'll go through Tokyo. Yeah.
How much was it?
And it was $1,090 one way.
98.
I think
You get 25 for us.
2,500 for both of us.
No, from
Oh,
California.
this is bringing his dogs.
From California
Let
to
them bring his
Cebu
dogs.
only, we pay 2,500
For the both of us.
only for us, not the dogs.
Yeah. From California to here, we pay 2,500 for both of us. And that's just for us, not the dogs.
Yeah.
So the dog is free?
Oh no.
The dog.
No. They charge you for that.
We could have flown first class for what we paid for the dogs.
Wow.
No, you don't
Those
have
were
to.
charged us the 50.
What? That's exported. What kind of dogs did you get?
We have wiener dogs.
That's what we have. Well, my son we have 3 of them. They're over at my son's. Yeah.
Oh, it's so
Nice,
Yeah. Black and tan. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a red one and a black and
You
tan.
cannot find that in the Philippines?
Yeah.
If not,
Hmm?
I said you cannot find that dogs in the Philippines, the winter dog.
Well, of course we could, but why
Yeah, but they're his dogs. You just got to keep one sharp eye on them dogs over in the Philippines. They might end up somewhere in somebody's frying pan.
We're not eating dogs.
Yeah. Why do you tell the boys? You tell the boys that my boys ask, I want to get a puppy. My wife says, why? You want to learn how to cook?
I used to scare Casey when we were in Sullivan. Casey said, "Oh, my friend got a dog, la la la." I said, "Okay, try to bring it and I'll cook it." I used to
Well,
scare.
the good news is, technically in the Philippines, it's illegal, but there are some remote communities that still do it.
Yeah. No, I'm just teasing.
No, trust me.
Oh yeah.
But no.
Yeah, years ago you had to watch.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, and the bad thing is, maybe if they would, there wouldn't be so many
Yeah.
ass cows.
Say, oh, my friend
Yeah, they need to-
dog, say,
They need to chase them dogs off the streets over there.
Send them to China. They'll cook them.
Mhm.
Jacob, can I brush your teeth over here?
Well, China's coming to the Philippines. They ain't got to send them over there.
Not that far. No, just send them to the Chinese area. They'll take care of that.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying the Chinese are moving into the Philippines, so they don't even need to take them over there. They'll just,
Oh no, they already entrenched in there. They
oh
deep.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
What?
yeah. There's a lot of Chinese influence there now, but
China?
Oh,
Huge.
Yeah, that Chinese money and
How
the casinos they put in there, the whole nine. Those
Yeah.
hotels, China.
yeah.
The funny thing is, we've been looking at property and been driving around a lot, and apparently there's a lot of Chinese houses that are empty
Yeah.
due to the
That's what
pandemic.
China do. That's what China do. They suck up the real estate, just like they did here in the States.
There's
They
the
go-
only one I've known to bring his dogs.
Mm.
That's Ken said.
Yeah.
Dave is the only one.
Mm.
The only one bring his dog.
Yeah.
We actually know somebody else that was able to,
Yeah, but they paid service dog.
they somehow was able to turn their dog into a service dog,
Oh yeah.
and then they be able to brought their dog. But there's so many rules in our dogs, but you couldn't convince anybody that our dogs are service dogs.
And
So
that those.
how many dogs did you carry?
Two.
Two?
He said two.
Oh, okay.
Keep up with the conversation, love.
Oh, I
I know.
wasn't pay attention if it's 2 or 3. Dogs, it could be 3.
I know. And I'm just reminding you, pay attention to the conversation.
Two wiener dogs.
Somebody gonna get a shoe.
Because you on the plane going from XNA to California, they could have went inside the plane, but which would have been cheaper. But from California to the Philippines, they had to go in the kennels, hard kennels.
Yeah.
So we went ahead and had to pay the extra money.
Yeah, because when you landed in the Philippines, they had to go through probably some custom stuff, didn't they?
They did, not a
Yeah.
lot. I mean,
Yeah.
we had everything done ahead of time.
Well, don't they check them? Make sure they're not bringing in anything weird.
No, what they do is you get an import permit from the Philippines,
Yeah.
and then you get the USD approval from the government of the United States, a
Yeah.
veterinary statement saying they're in good health. The
Uh,
U.S. Agri Department signs off on it, which took a day, and that's pretty much it.
mm,
When we got to the Philippines, all they really wanted was proof that they were our dogs, and 2,
If there's a Filipino, it'll be easier.
how much was it? Like a couple bucks?
400
400, and we had to pay them 400 pesos at the airport
for the 2 dogs.
for the 2 dogs,
yeah.
which is
Yeah. I just know. I mean, I know
So how old are they now?
they won't even let you fly out of there with fruit, let alone animals.
So how old is the dog now? How old are they?
5.5 and 5.
No, you don't know. They say 4.5 and 5.
Sorry, my wife is correcting me. 4.5
Well, yeah.
and 5. 6
What were
months.
What were you thinking?
But you gotta add the jet lag too, David. I mean, they were 15 hours ahead of time now. So you gotta add the hey Lord,
That's my wife.
Is David causing trouble?
always.
No, you got him under control there. That's funny.
There you go.
Yep.
Oh, come here. So here's one of them.
Where is that doggies? Let's see.
Yep. Looks just like ours, Droopy.
Now you
Yeah,
stay out of
long hair.
Chinatown, you'll be safe.
Yeah. Don't take him to Chinatown.
Oh, good thing that you fell in love with a dog.
Stay out of Chinatown.
I told Lorelai, no dogs, no Philippines.
Mm. There's the boss, my brother said.
Hey, yeah, we know she wasn't having that. So what are you talking about?
If the doggies couldn't go,
No Philippines.
It would have been Florida.
We said
No,
no.
I lost that battle. That's why my dog's over at my son's house.
No, I have enough dogs. I get 2 boys and I have him. That's enough.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Me too. We're all David's only the king in the house.
Look
We're
at
all
you.
girls.
Oh,
How can
wow.
you say no to this?
Let him out.
How can you not say no to this?
Yeah.
Can I cook up with dogs?
Well, have you ever watched what's your wife's name? I'm sorry.
Lorelai.
Laura, have you ever watched Caruso's channel, Caruso, on YouTube? This lady's making millions off of her dachshund. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
yeah. No, I've seen that. Yeah.
Caruso?
Yeah, you
It
should
is
make the
fun.
video. All your dogs.
That lady's getting 40, 50 million views per video.
Yeah,
unreal.
you have 2. So just follow the video and follow the 2 winner dog. Especially if you have the video from the travel from LA to Philippines. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Because not all like doing that,
Yeah,
it's very rare.
After watching the Caruso channel, I told my son, I said, I'd be videotaping them dogs 24 hours a day.
What's your name again? What's your name again?
Lorelai.
What's yours?
Lorelai. Yeah, if I were you, since you have 2 dogs, you can just follow the 2 and put the video wherever they go and follow them. Like it's unique because especially if you
I'll show you what they do 99% of the time. Can you see it?
Yep, that's all you need. That's all you need. People will watch that all day long.
That's it.
That's all you need. It's crazy. These animal videos are just insane. People will just watch a dog sleeping all day long. Millions and millions of views.
Bunch of short.
I spend 20 hours out there getting good drone video, all day long, and nobody watches them. But these dogs, you just video your dog sleeping, and you'll get a million people.
Jimmy,
Crazy.
It is crazy.
Time's up.
Yeah.
Boys.
Yeah. So you're starting your adventure over there. Yeah, we're getting ready. I've been we had a buyer on the house and their credit fell through, so it kind of held us up for another couple months.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna continue working until they're gonna go, and then I'm gonna continue work until we get everything settled. But
all right. Yeah, we lived in
are you processing by 9A visa in order to get here?
No, me and my older son, we're gonna go into Thailand and wait it out. If it takes 3 months, it takes 3 months. Yeah, because right now you can get a beautiful condo in Thailand for $300 a month. So why not wait there?
Wow, I want to go.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they're open for tourists.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm telling you, you go on Airbnb and the condos are just dirt cheap right now. Yeah.
Wow.
I can't wait to get out of here.
Well, they're trying to fill them up. They're trying to get any money they can get. And the problem of it is, like in Manila, Manila don't want to cut you no breaks. They just act like they got all the money in the world. You go to Thailand. Yeah, you go to Thailand, it's a third of the cost. I don't understand why Manila or Cebu or any big cities think these condos are worth gold.
Politics.
Yeah. There's a website, like a couple big website that you could see the property here for sale or for rent. It's in like a Lamundi and .property.com, and you can look at it. We always end up, if you change the price of how much is your highest limit of the property that you're looking, it always goes to Manila. Manila is cheaper, but if you increase your the maximum of the money that you want to rent or purchase, you can find in Cebu, but like the same as the cars, it's cheaper in Manila. But if you want to buy there,
what was that website?
It's called Lamundi, LAMUNDI.com.
Yeah.
And the other one is dot as in TOT, then property.
Well, I was in Davao City. I don't know, what was it, 4 or 5 years ago? And I was looking for some houses then, and the prices they were giving me, I just told them flat out. I said, "You're insane. I can buy these houses in America cheaper."
Of
Exactly.
course.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I said, why? I'm not going to put $200,000 into that.
That's
This,
my problem.
I mean, if the streets look like Manhattan, that's one thing, but they don't.
Yeah.
So yeah, the prices are just outrageous in
Yeah.
the Philippines.
In Lamonde, it's just like all those are legal because they get it, and the one who submitted are licensed. So it's better
So
to.
they're basically brokers on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girls, stop.
The people that are
But if it's in a. Hey, you want to expand?
Well, yeah, because they're legally married, so then they can get in on the public buy-in. That's why these people are getting married online, and I don't know why they're doing that. So they can avail the public buying program, but that's
Well,
risky.
it depends on what the online stuff from everything that I've researched. It's getting a little. It's growing every day, but the United States government isn't going to allow you to do it for immigration purposes. So you're not going to bring your fiance that you get married to online to America. The U.S. Immigration Services is not going to buy it. You can be legally married, but she still ain't getting her butt in the country.
Yeah, they're not going to recognize it.
Right.
Yeah.
But there are countries that it's going to go the other way.
Right.
So if the American wants to come here versus her coming there, then it can kind of work in that favor.
Well, from what I've been seeing of it, it's just risky. These guys are getting married to these girls they've never seen. It's like, that's risky.
It is.
Yeah, I don't get it, but
desperation. It's desperation.
Yeah,
I don't know, or maybe
and that's the problem. Instead of the desperation, I would just wait a while, or just fly her to Thailand. They can get into Thailand, go over there and spend some time with her.
Well, I told single men this. Look, if you want to meet her and you can't get in the Philippines, go to a neutral ground.
Yeah, just go to Macau or go to Hong Kong or somewhere easy.
Yeah, Philippines is like, I think it's a visa free to go there, so they can meet there and process the papers. And when the guy go back to America, then he can start filing a K1 visa.
Yeah, because with the K1 visa process, you don't have to meet in their home country. You just got to meet in person.
Right.
You can meet anywhere in the world. It could be on a cruise ship. I told a friend a few years ago who's interested. I said, "Where did you go on a cruise? There's all kinds of single Filipinas."
Yeah, my cousin lived in Abu Dhabi. Yeah. My cousin, she's in the one that we went, in Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
She works in Abu Dhabi. So the American,
Yeah, that's a risky proposition to be marrying somebody you don't know online, boy.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
Hey, you end up if it's a real girl or not.
Yeah, it could be.
The same girl that you're talking every day. Well, what is different? I mean,
well, what is different?
I mean, the same girl you're talking
It
every
could
day.
be different in the fact that they got genitalia. That would be.
See, Ken, the only online marriage I've seen, they had already met in person several times. Maybe that's one of the it's like a K1 visa. The qualification is to meet personally, and you have those evidence that you're not like faking or what is that, like drafting the pictures.
Well, they're foregoing the process. The whole point of coming over here on a fiance visa for 3 months, because the girl might get here and go, no way. There's no way. They we live in Ohio. They might get up to Ohio in October and go, oh, no way.
Yeah.
You never know.
Well, I tell the story that when she got off the plane in Arkansas, she didn't know what the hell she was getting into.
I asked
she got off the plane in Detroit in October, and it was it was about 30 degrees outside. She got a real rude awakening about our weather.
No. I was wondering, like, of course, when I flew going to America, the first one is big, huge plane. But when I moved another plane to Arkansas, it's just like really teeny. Like I really double check, is this going to Arkansas? It doesn't really look like it's so tiny way back
Yeah,
then.
when you get here in those international airports, they take you to your final destination on a tiny little plane. Yeah.
Yeah, really tiny.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. See, like her, she'll be going to Boston on a little prop plane, from Cleveland, because it's only an hour flight over there. It's not very far.
Crop duster.
Yeah.
Lorelei was wondering where all the buildings were.
Yeah. She was the same way. Yeah.
Well,
I think you were, I think when you landed, you were wondering where's all the money that grows on the trees over here.
Yeah.
I was wondering. No, I was like, what the heck? This is America. Like this is like farm.
Where's those money trees they were
it's
talking
like,
about?
This is like
Where's the golden
why
tree?
the trees don't have leaves? They're all dead. I said, what the heck? I'm going to America. They look like
You ain't in Kansas anymore.
I waited 3 days before I asked David.
See, the professor knows what I'm talking about. But the money trees they talk about over there, right?
what the world? I said, no,
The
I'm
golden
going
trees.
to go back to the Philippines.
Money just falls out of the sky here in the United States.
No, I was thinking like big cities, like
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
holy moly, this is like all farm. It's like, is this really America? The streets are
Well, the other funny thing was when Lorelei first got here and we took any little road trips, she was always afraid we were going to run out of gas.
The same thing, this one too. It's always like empty before me. I don't like it because what if I miss the turn?
That truck's got a light on it that tells me when to stop for gas.
And then
I'm just kind of worried about
when you get someone in a party and I got
how
lost.
far.
And if
I'm
I
just
go
gonna
too
worry
far,
about-
if I go too far past the light, it starts beeping.
She said how far.
Yeah, I'm just gonna worry about the long travel for an hour, and there's no gasoline station. So every time we have passed the gasoline station, like David, you need to gas because we're gonna be
We're being
out
alone.
of gas. We cannot find any gasoline station.
Yeah,
There's
what
another
if
one
like
down
there's
the
an accident? If there's an accident, you guys stop, right? And then you're gonna be out of gas.
No, somebody will bring you gas. You just make a phone call. Somebody will bring you gas.
Yeah, but that was out of nowhere. we're in Arkansas.
Yeah, I'm always scared too. The same thing. Yeah, it's
But
like
you in the land of golden streets and all this. You worried about gas?
I don't like it when it's like close to empty. I don't like it.
But when you live there, you know that.
I'm worried about them going around the mountain.
You just
Where's the building? Sit here. I asked the husband, where's the building?
Hi, Lily. I'm trying to be polite. I didn't ask David until the third day I landed in Arkansas. Like, there's no second building or tall building. Is that building all like flat here?
yeah.
And
Well,
they said,
Arkansas is a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit remote. I mean, unless you're in the big city. Yeah, you're in the mountains.
When you come to Seattle, that's all you see.
Funny.
All you see in Seattle. And
Buildings.
Yeah,
it's
but
neat.
it's only a one spot. But if you go a little bit farther, it's the same.
Yeah,
That is
Seattle's a pretty big city, but like when you fly into Detroit or Cleveland, the airport is so far away from the city that you don't even see the buildings.
Like in Philadelphia, when you fly in the Philly, not
It is so bad.
Can you remember that?
Oh yeah, that's because you got banned from cooking that.
Yeah.
Now.
Oh God, not the dry fish. No.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Don't be tearing up my barbecue grill. You know.
Hey, I cook when you're at work. I cook inside the house, and you don't know.
Oh,
okay?
I know. Believe me,
So-
I know.
We know.
So
Mm.
you
thought-
suffer this.
I thought a raccoon died in my living room.
Oh, you're gonna need an
We
OBA.
can walk into their house and
Yeah,
smell it from a week ago.
They start cooking that. My friend, his wife Filipina named Olga.
Yeah.
She know her husband got asthma. She cooking the dry fish right in the kitchen, and
Oh.
damn near killed him.
They're killed him.
Because he got asthma. You know that grease and that. Oh God, it cuts your breath. I mean,
Yeah.
to the quick. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
he
Well,
was
look,
like,
we've been in hotels where dried fish and durian are outlawed.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
allowed to bring them in the hotels at all,
Yeah.
or on the planes.
Yeah.
Yes.
no, especially on the plane.
Yeah.
That's
No.
the new word now. Before you
So-
can bring, but now you need to really seal it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't bring it. They don't want that stinky everywhere.
Yeah.
All I saw was cows and swamp. Where you at, Lily?
Cows in the swamp.
Oh, and then there's the same
You
cow.
must have been in Yakima. You wasn't in Seattle.
See, I told them Lily, like only in a few acres where the old buildings, the rest are
Well,
nowhere.
what she's saying is down in Louisiana, it's nothing but cows and swamps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Lily and Millie is out of Louisiana. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
the Shreveport area.
Yeah. Or
And,
the alligator.
and then here's the
But
thing.
at least she got the warm weather.
Yeah, right. Muggy.
Yeah.
You can swim wherever.
Beth got the cold weather. Ohio, it's cold all the time.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a really like close to Canada, Ohio
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And she learned about the lake effect
We didn't
snow,
wanna
right?
see the first.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Professor. That lake effect snow, she loves it.
Wow.
She can't barely cross the driveway when it snows a foot deep. It's hitting her in the ass.
Oh God, that's the worst. I'm from Philadelphia originally, so I know. They
Oh
get-
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep.
We don't
go
get
to
much
the mall,
snow.
it's like crazy. Like, oh my gosh, what kind of mall is here? Like, why it's so tiny, the mall in here? Like, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
when you used to have a big mall in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, she didn't like the size of the mall either. Too small. Yeah.
We couldn't figure out where the mall was, why it was so spread out.
Yeah.
Why aren't you stacking the building up like this? I'm like,
I
well, what do you
I
think
took her to the
is
mall and she just said, "That's it." I go, "That's it."
Yeah. And we went to what's that, North Carolina, and said, "Oh, we have a really big mall here. It's different than Arkansas." And I'm so excited to go there. Like, oh, I don't need to go there. I knew the place.
Yeah, too
I didn't know,
small.
like it's still small.
Yeah, have you
Well,
ever
I
have you
didn't.
ever heard of Cedar Point?
Cedar.
The amusement park, Cedar Point, the big roller
Where is that?
coaster.
Where?
That's
Where?
in Sandusky, Ohio.
yeah, we
No.
see here.
I
It's
think
the-
when,
it's-
whenever we're getting
It's
in
the
Ohio-
largest roller coaster park in the United States. We live right by there. Yeah, we
Oh,
live
wow.
right on Lake Erie. Yeah,
Now you tell me that we're here in the Philippines already.
yeah.
Ah, Lake Erie, Woo-hoo, just the thought of it.
Oh,
We
it's
could visit
it was-
there if we met.
it was.
Mark.
I was over by Menor today, right up on the lake, and it was about 22 degrees, snow blowing across the road. Yeah, yeah. It was
See, that's just
horrible.
not good.
I drive truck for a living, so I've been.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard. I know. No more snow. Just like
Yeah.
you, no more snow.
That's why we named our channel "No More Snow" because we're out of here. Yeah.
Ooh, I can't take it. Well, you heard
Laura
David.
Yeah, the
got lucky
Anaconda.
last year. We got, what did we get, 18 inches last year?
Oh yeah, wherever we went, like there's a winter chasing us, even in the Nevada.
Yeah, right.
So,
We went to Nevada to escape from the winter. The snow follows there, and in the
Did you-
Grand Canyon, there's really thick snow.
yeah, we
Did
got
you
caught
get
in a
the-
blizzard in the Grand Canyon.
And
Did
in
you-
the Texas, it's never been like it's really seldom. But when we've been there, the snow are crushing.
So you got to experience Las Vegas?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
last year.
Yeah, I took her out How many years ago?
Yeah,
When we went to Las Vegas a few years ago.
it was
We went to LA,
It
then
was
we went to
2009.
Oh no, this year because
That
we went
was
there March.
August.
Yeah,
We
my
flew to
birthday.
LA August,
Yeah.
and then
Can't do
July,
it.
then we went to
I'm done.
Las Vegas.
Yeah, we went to Vegas in March. We had to go to Houston a couple times, Dallas. We went
I saw the even
cruises
the
right before we
the
left.
hotel.
We did a bunch.
Yeah.
August.
We went to Aruba, Carousel, the DR. So we went to a bunch of different places before
Now
we
only
left.
few, not much.
Well, Vegas,
Yeah, that's quite a bit. Yeah.
Mountains.
A lot of stuff. Yeah, that's a lot of places.
Houston, Dallas, Oklahoma.
What's in
Those
Oklahoma?
She found out hotels are a little different here in the United States. 10 times
Yeah.
more expensive.
Oh yeah.
I get a nice hotel in Manila for $40 here. $40 is nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We stayed in,
We were just down in Key Largo. Yeah, it was $220 a night every night. Yeah.
Yeah, Key Largo's
Yeah,
expensive.
I'm not trying to be biased, but the hotel here, the rooms are more fancy than in America
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
because they don't have those whatever. You don't know even open like what happened, Laura? I threw the light on. Like, yeah, you just put your key card. In
Yeah.
America, they don't do that.
The newer ones do.
Yeah, but it's just late. We did that long time ago. When you come here, it's already there.
Yeah, but
And
that's all
before
you
we
can
came here,
afford.
we
Though,
spent
is
a
the
month
key card.
in
You
Florida.
can't afford the room. You just get the card. You can't afford the room.
Oh, hey, I took that video, Ken. Thank you.
She took. I'll have to watch that Aruba video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like you're in a dream.
And we
Yeah.
enjoyed Aruba. Aruba
Yeah.
was smoking. I would go there many, many times.
Yeah.
Aruba's
See, I
awesome.
was
It's not
I
like
was
island
trying
for
to
rich people.
I was trying to go down to Ecuador for a month or two, but it's just so difficult to get in and out of these places
what
that
was the
we
title? What was the
changed
name
our
of
mind.
the title of the
And
Yeah, the Aruba. I mean, it's a
Their
breathtaking.
yeah.
Their title is, what's your title? I'm sorry.
Channel, I
Philippine
mean,
American couple.
Philippine American
Fair-
couple.
yeah.
That's our channel and our Facebook group.
Okay.
Okay.
And then before
Yeah,
we
we
got
had
to
to-
the Philippines, we spent a month in Florida hanging out down at the Kennedy Space Center and Disney World.
And every day we're
Yeah.
going to go fishing.
You were acclimating, so you're telling me.
Trying to get yeah.
Trying
And the
to
fact that we were homeless and had nowhere to stay,
Watch
so
Yeah.
we just did Airbnbs.
Well, that's why I'm sending them out ahead. That way, if I'm left homeless, I can work that out here.
Mhm.
That's
I
right.
don't have 4 of them. They can go over there and stay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause we
And
were
get
always so
acclimated.
homeless.
Yeah, because I still have to, I have to close out all the mail and everything, and
Yes.
yeah, it's a long.
I need to. I want to open up. I forget the name of the bank, but one of them banks that doesn't charge ATM fees.
Charles Schwab.
Schwab. Yeah, I forgot the
Yeah.
name. Yeah, that's Schwab. Yep.
That's who we use.
That Schwab account. Yeah.
Yeah. I have them for a trading account, but I need to open. Yeah. So that works out good for you. They don't charge you
They reimburse.
they reimburse. Yeah.
Yeah, they charge you, but after a month, they'll reimburse the whole charge that you use.
And you can take
Yeah,
out
because
1,000 a day.
I don't know how you're doing it, but yeah, you live off of ATM machines over there, so the fees can add up.
Well, what we do is there's multiple ways. So, for each of your Charles Schwab card, we both have one. You can draw up to 1,000 a day. But also the other thing we do is just send your other one remittently, if you need some extra cash.
Yeah.
You just go and pick it up at wherever the MoneyGram places.
Yeah.
That's another way to do it. Plus, we brought over some cash.
But what's
and we have it-
MoneyGram's clipping you probably what 5% or 10%?
No,
$4.
what was it $3.99?
$4.
I don't know that one because
$4.
when we send the money,
$4 for
50,000 over 50,000 pesos over, there's no charge, and you can get it right away. But if it's under, it's $4.
Yeah. Yeah,
See,
because I'm not bringing cash anymore. The last time I brought like
Too
3 or
much.
4,000 in cash, and I couldn't get rid of it. The money exchangers just wouldn't. I went down to the bank and got brand new $100 bills, and I got over there and they told me none of them were any good. I said, these are brand new $100 bills. I don't know what you're talking about.
They won't touch it.
Yeah. Speaking of that, that was a while. But when I just exchanged 2 days, 3 days ago in the supermarket in SM, even a coins, they will get it, even $1. My ugly dollar that turned out.
Yeah, they take everything.
I was surprised because before they need to no fold, nothing. They would, if it's a folder or a little bit tore up, they will accept.
They're getting better with that, or what?
Yeah, I was surprised. Really surprised.
Yeah.
Even coins like.
Oh, it was so frustrating. The last time I went, I spent days just trying to convert money. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, we turned in some brand new, because we got a bunch of brand new hundreds and brought them and didn't have any issues.
Yeah, then I asked, like, are you getting $1 or 20 or $5? I got it in my wallet. Like, said, yeah, we accept all of it. Like, are you what? Because it's like
they really hassled me about them $100 bills. I think is they're just like pulling a scam, because what they want you to do is trade them for less money.
Yeah.
They go, well, we can't take them because they're damaged, but we can take them for 42 instead of 46. You know, so it's a scam.
It's true. So if you go to the mall in SM, they have a money exchange there. It's the company, not the individual business.
And the bank, we changed some at the bank.
Yeah, the bank will change if you have an account there.
I even took those hundreds to a bank, and the bank wouldn't take them.
Yeah, won't take it because you don't have account. Once you have an account, then you can exchange there.
I went down with her dad. Her dad's got an account there. Yeah, and they said they were no good. They were damaged. And these are brand new bills.
What place you were?
Huh?
That's crazy.
What place in the Philippines?
The Davao City.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we didn't bring.
I was so aggravated.
Yeah, we have a friend who brought over a very large sum a couple months ago, and he hasn't had any problems. He's in over in Mandalay.
They're getting better now. Yeah.
But he's over in Mindanao area. And
I don't know what that problem was that back, that was 4 or 5 years ago, but man.
Yeah, they're very picky.
Yeah.
They don't want to exchange a 100 big bill because they think that it's fake. That's why, it's not good.
Yeah, yeah.
With your Charles Schwab account, you can do the ATM, and then if we're in the process.
Swipe it if you purchase.
Yeah, and it's just like a Visa card.
Yeah.
You can just go anywhere and use it as a Visa.
Yeah, if it's a mall, then we use our swiping like a regular one we use in America. But if it's a small dining place like a restaurant, I use cash. Yeah.
No, I just told her, I said, if you got cash, peel it off in Tokyo. Don't even take it to Manila. Just get rid of it in Tokyo.
Well, I plan on my bank getting Philippine pesos from my bank and taking it that way.
Yeah. Just in America, go to your bank and say, look, I got $2,000 I would like in pesos. It may take them a day or two to get the money, but you can just do it in America and bring pesos.
Really? They can do it right
now?
Yeah,
bank to bank.
Oh, I didn't know that. Huh.
Yeah, because our bank offered that. Regions, our local bank,
then
Then
when
I figured you had to go to New York or LA to get that kind
of any bank.
If you send America to Philippine bank or any bank in the Philippines, you just send it to pesos because some bank he changed $1, so you receive $1 and we're gonna exchange it for whatever the dollar. But if you directly go into pesos, then they don't have a problem in it.
That Charles Schwab hasn't hassled you because you're using it out of country?
No. That's what they're designed for.
For international.
No. I've been on the phone a lot with banks back working on this. And I chose
We're
them
gonna be
because
able to-
one, they will even send me new ATM cards here to the Philippines.
Oh, nice.
At no charge.
Wow.
They will send me cards here.
If it's
Do they
lost,
have
you
a
can verify.
does Charles Schwab have an office or something in Manila or Cebu?
They may have one in Manila. I don't know.
Yeah, they have a call center that speaks Tagalog, but I don't know if
Yeah.
they have here.
But
Well, because I know like Citibank and US Bank, they have offices in
they do.
Manila. Yeah.
But
The last
how-
time we talked, like 2 months ago, they said that he don't know if they have an office here.
Right.
Yeah.
But they know that it's international, so
Well, I'm
whatever
sure
they
you-
talk, yeah.
I'm sure you can just Google it, see if they have an office there.
That's right. And the other thing is you can do multiple banks, which is one thing I recommend. You know, we have 2 U.S. banks, based banks, and then we're opening a Philippine bank. So therefore, we can transfer smaller amounts into those and use that on a daily basis. So that way, you know, at the store or wherever, she can use her BDO or whatever bank it is here and protect our U.S. money. Because one thing I don't recommend is anybody dumping too much U.S. money in a Philippine bank. You don't want to do that.
No,
But-
I'm not bringing my money with me. No.
Hell no.
Right.
No.
We're not
Just-
either.
You just transfer your American bank a little bit for your expenses, like a monthly expenses, to a local bank.
Yeah, so we have $300 or $400 a month in bills that we have to pay. We'll just transfer that into that account, the
Yeah.
Philippine bank, and let that automatically do it. But only that.
Yeah.
And with your Charles Schwab account, if you have a brokerage account, if you want to transfer, let's say you get here and you want to buy a $10,000 car and you want to just pay the dealership, you can, if you put the 10 grand in your brokerage account, they'll transfer the money to that dealership's bank for free.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have a Charles Schwab brokerage account, a trading
Right.
account.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Even we purchase a TV and all of those big stuff,
yeah,
they just click into pesos purchase, not a dollar purchase, and there's nothing.
Oh, so you have Chase also. I have Chase, yeah.
no, we've been using the Charles Schwab. We actually have a
Just, not chase, just purchase.
just purchase.
Yeah, he heard me chase, not just.
Oh, I thought she said you had a Chase account. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because every time I take my Chase debit card over there, I got to give them a window of time,
No.
Well, and now I notified, Discover, because we have Discover and we love Discover. So I notified them, you only get a 12-month window. I called Charles Schwab and said, look, since we're based in the United States, we're going to be in the Philippines. And so every 12 months, I need to call them and tell them, since we're based in America, that we're going to be in the Philippines or traveling.
Yeah.
So that is a little bit of legwork we have to do every 12 months.
Yeah.
To do that. And then, of course, since you can bank online, like with Discover, I just go on and pay the bill. If we charge anything and boom, nobody cares. But Discover is not going to send me a new card to the Philippines.
Yeah, and Discover
Right.
is some of these
Yeah,
transactions.
you've got to have that sent to someone in the States and they have to forward it to you. Yeah.
That's right. And so we set up a PO box in this transitional period. And then in a year, we're actually going to convert those to my brother's address, and his address will become our US based address.
Yeah.
But for this first year being gone, I wanted to really whittle down all the mail and the junk mail and the garbage by using a PO box and having a friend check it for us. And that way, that's how we're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing I got to handle is getting that Charles Schwab account set up.
So how are you gonna?
Yeah, I did it online. I did mine online.
Yeah. And then like for her, see, I've got to go get a power of attorney because she's going to be gone. She can't sign the documents on the house. So
That's correct.
they told me I got to go down and get a power of attorney so she doesn't have to sign all that when it sells.
So how am I gonna do with the applying the swab? Swab
You just open up a Schwab account, Charles Schwab account.
for the online? You have to apply the online.
Yeah.
You can do both at the same.
Now, if my understanding is correct, even when we sold our house, we didn't have to be in the country. We could have done it electronically.
Yeah. Well, they said she could have done it electronically, but then somehow you got to go through this website that electronically notarizes it, and that starts to get real complicating. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it becomes a time issue for me trying to explain to her what she needs to do.
Right.
You know, yeah. It's easier just to get the power of attorney, and she don't have to sign on the sale. But
yeah, you definitely want to get that without question.
yeah.
You're getting a durable, right?
Huh?
You're getting a durable power of attorney.
I'm not sure what I need. The attorney will tell me that.
Yeah, you'll need a durable so you can do whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The interesting thing is, even within a durable or any type of power of attorney, if she's a co-owner of a bank account, or to be able to close out like if she had her own bank account by herself, even if you had power of attorney on her stuff, you can't close her bank account.
Yeah.
Bank accounts can only be closed by the owner of the account, no matter if you have a power of attorney or not.
But if you empty it and then you close them after a month.
You can take all the money out of it. You just can't close the account.
Then after a month, when it's empty, then it's automatically closed.
Because down the road, eventually, we're going to move money out of one of our American banks into Charles Schwab, or we'll spend it on a car. And then once that account gets to be emptied, and I don't want to keep it because it's a local bank in America. So I don't want it. And so eventually, once I take all the money out, it will close itself in 30 days.
There you go. Yeah.
Speaking of power of attorney, if you ever run into this problem while you're in the Philippines, you know they want that specific notarization. You have to get those 2 long strips and that stamp on that power of attorney for anything. You got to have it. You got my sister now got to go all the way to San Francisco to get it because she's buying land in the Philippines, and she got to go to the consulate to get it in San Fran.
Really?
You have to be right there in person to sign it too.
Yes.
You can't call it in. You have to be. So that's a ticket down.
Well, the only thing I'm getting the power of attorney is for is because she won't be present at closing.
In the U.S. Yeah. She'll
So
be out
it
of the
was
U.S.
Yeah,
You'll be able
it was
to
just
do it.
much simpler to do it that way
It's
because I
simpler here.
called the title company, and the title company said, just go get a power of attorney. It's way easier.
It's simpler here, but in the Philippines, oh hell no.
Well, nothing simple there.
Yeah, there you go.
The SPA here is a renewable yearly. So it will expire only a year, then you can renew again to keep keeping the SPA.
Yeah, you know how it is in the Philippines. A trip to the grocery store is a day-long project. Yeah.
Oh man, but that's what we're going to. That's why I'm going there. It's not normal. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of a grocery, when we our first shopping of David, we didn't know that there's a mega sale, and I wonder why that girl have only one basket. Then it took her an hour because what they did is the wife getting stuff and give them another card. Then while the husband is assisting the cashier, and she's coming back again to put again. Like,
So check this out. This blew my mind. What they did was, so these people that have like sorry stores, at the time there was this huge sale going on at the store that we didn't know of. So we get in line to check out, and we can't check out because you got one guy at the register, and he's got 4 or 5 other people in the store getting goods.
Right.
So he's holding up the cashier, and he's checking out items, and they're filling them full of carts while these other workers are out there getting all this stuff and bringing it through. So he may be there for 3 or 4 hours buying shit.
Yeah.
And and it's not just one. it's 20 of these people doing the exact same thing.
Yep.
So we
yep.
wanted to buy 10 items and go home.
Yeah.
We're having to wait an hour.
You went on the wrong day is what happened.
Very well.
Yeah. And I asked, like, what's happening? He said, oh, there's a sale. Like, oh, I'm done.
And there's
Yeah,
shopping
yeah.
carts and just cases and cases of
Oh, yeah.
every product out in the hallways of these people.
Yeah,
that bought.
I've ran into that even because even in Davao, I stay in Chinatown or Divisoria up north or whatever. Yeah, they come in and they buy, truckloads with these vendors. Yeah.
And they said that Philippines are poor. Like, yeah, go to the mall. Always.
Well, that's one thing I'll say. I don't know why people think the Philippines is poor, because at least here, they're spending money like crazy here.
Yeah.
And I mean money.
In the houses.
Well, in the Philippines, you either have it or you don't. There's no middle ground.
And Cebu has it. I'm telling you. I
Well,
don't know
yeah,
if it's
yeah,
here.
because the rich people are living in the cities, and the province are full of people that ain't got no money.
And Makati.
Yeah.
I mean, we can buy a $5 million dump in Cebu, or I can go an hour down the coast and buy a beach house for $5 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah. Yeah. If you want those conveniences, you're going to pay for them. Yeah.
So we're going to have to think long and hard about where we actually settle.
Well, that right now is really one of my biggest problems. She wants to live by her family down in Surigao, but I personally would rather live maybe 45 minutes outside of Manila. A quick car ride into Manila. That way you're close. You're close to the upscale hospitals, and my concern is I want to be close to good hospitals and
yeah, that's what David.
shopping and all that.
Because I'm looking at that same question.
Yeah.
How close are we talking? 30 minutes, an hour?
Yep.
With traffic, I'm going to be in either Alfonso Cavite or General Trias. And
see, I'm looking at Cavite. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing to Manila, because I got to go to the VA.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
nothing.
I'm looking. That Tracy Martes or
American Embassy.
what's that city right next to it?
Bacoor?
No,
No.
D starts with a D.
You're talking about
Marina?
Marinas, yeah.
Yeah, that area right in there, because they built that big highway that goes right into Manila.
If traffic's not bad, what, 30, 40 minutes? Oh, you're in there.
Well, and they're gonna eventually run that rail out there where you can just get on the rail.
Gonna put a lot of truck drivers out of work.
Well, but that's what makes Bangkok attractive, is that rail. You can get around the city without paying taxis tons of money.
Well, and there's a third bridge opening here. So here in Cebu to Mactan, the third bridge should be opening next year sometime.
Yeah, it's almost done.
So
Yeah,
hopefully that will make things better here, but
Right.
It get more expensive.
Yeah, so you're not real far from Surigao City. It's just you're not too far in Cebu. That's just how long does it take by boat?
No, it's far.
It's a
No.
far. You gotta go way up
No,
Yeah.
not Cebu.
from Cebu to
No, Cebu is close to Surigao.
No, it's not like a day boat.
yeah.
In the boat,
You gotta
Yeah,
go up.
from Manila to
Cebu.
Davao, all I know is 3 days. From Manila to Davao is 3 days, I believe.
Yeah. Ours is look like only a day in the I don't know, day
But-
half. You're
but-
going.
Well,
But Cebu is close to Surigao.
from Surigao City, you can see Leyte, and Leyte is right next to Cebu. It's right.
Yeah.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, it looked like it's a day.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because it's island by island, okay?
Yeah.
And Leyte is across
Well, when
Surigao.
you look at it on a map, Cebu's not very
Yeah, because
far.
the road will be
No,
outside.
not. Yeah. But
Yeah.
you got to go around home.
Yeah, it will go outskirts to Leyte to Cebu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's
why
long.
it's a day.
I remember that one. Yes, it's ride a boat.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends from your place.
Yeah. Well, see,
Surigao?
we bought a big beach property in Surigao in San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Yeah, the little town area is called San Francisco, but it's
Oh yeah,
part of
yeah, yeah.
Surigao.
On the west side. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
no,
yeah,
then
that's
it's
No.
not
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, and a day.
But I just don't know if I want to be that remote, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
It's a remote there. My friend telling me like when she's in America, like, oh, there's a lot of shopping here. Like, really? Like, if you go to Cebu, like, really tall mall there's a. Oh, really? You have a big mall? Where place you been? They're
Yeah.
in Surigao. Like, I
Well,
thought Surigao is nice inside the beach are good.
I want to be in the middle.
Yeah, three of the top 10 biggest malls in the world are in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Mall of Asia.
yeah, Mono.
Yeah, and the one in Cebu is even bigger than MOA, isn't it? The one they just built in Cebu, that S Super SM or something.
Oh, the seaside.
Yeah, I thought what you call had one big
We
one.
went there.
Yeah, it's so
And
fancy.
Have you been in Seaside?
Nice.
Then you want
Yeah, it's so slick,
Yeah, it's a very modern, polished,
really slick.
really slick place.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. We may go south. We've been north a lot, but
Yeah.
so we may go south looking, which is closer to that area. Let's see.
Well,
Seaside is like,
you know, she doesn't like Manila, but I like Manila. I don't have a problem with it. I prefer being up around Manila.
See, she likes Cebu, and I'm a little bit more. Let's go to the.
yeah, I went to
Suburbs.
Manila and I don't like the Manila. They're so very wise there. When they hear your accent, that is not in the city. If you even you live in Manila but farther, like in
Yeah.
a province, going down there,
Yeah.
they know where you are from and they can trick you. Especially those cab drivers and information. I mean, it's
I
not
just-
really safe
I
to be
just like
in a
Manila because I
province.
grew up in the province, you know. I like fresh seafoods that I can, somebody will sell tinapay, you know, pandesal.
Yeah, speaking of that one, they be like, Lorelai, there's always fighting there. I swear, I hear that every morning. That girl lady screaming.
Are
Like,
you-
what? I don't hear it. And she's like, Lorelai, here now. Because no, that's the vendor trying to sell a
Yeah.
breakfast.
Yeah, they come yelling down the
What the hell? It's 5 in the morning.
Yeah, I like that one. I like that bread every morning.
Yeah, they run on a little different schedule than we do. They get out of bed at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I like that bread in the morning, you know.
Yeah.
For
And I like-
breakfast, sticky rice.
And then they are selling also like in the morning they're selling fish and shrimp, you know, coming to your house. I
My
like that one. You don't even have to go to the store.
you know, my problem is I get bored real easy. I want to be able to get on I don't want to be able to get on a jeepney and go into the city and have stuff to do. I don't want to be bored.
In Cebu, I mean,
Every time I'm out in the province, I'm bored in about 15
Yeah.
minutes.
in Cebu, it takes you a few months before you can go different scenery here, the bit, you know, like a tourist spot.
Yeah.
And a little bit going there, you can experience a country here in the city. And if you want in the ocean or mountain view, I mean, there's a lot.
No, I don't mind cities, but my problem is when you sit your butt in a car
Yeah, the traffic
for
is
an
bad.
hour to get over there so that you can go and do something, then have to sit your butt another hour to get home.
Well, the biggest trick to Manila I found is you just have to plan your day around the traffic times. So if you get up and take off, you know, early in the morning or whatever and avoid all that traffic, get done what you got to do, and then go back to your place before the traffic hits, and you're
Yes, same here. Go
Right.
home before 5 or go home after 8.
yeah.
and only make one journey because one objective. You ain't gonna get two things done. You got the
That's
whole
right.
day is one thing.
Yeah. Well, see, for me, if I'm in Cavite and I go up to Manila, I'm going to go up there for a couple days. I'm going to go get a hotel for $20. I'm not even going to ride back for $20. I'll just get a room.
Yeah, right.
Well, that's what I told.
You know, if
Laura.
I have the taxi take me back home at 2:00 in the morning, who cares? You know, it's so
Taxi is
cheap.
only $2 to $3. Under $5 to get a taxi.
And
Yeah.
then
Well,
no traffic.
And that's what I told Lorelai. I said, look, you know, we can live in a nice beach community where I can go fishing all the time and enjoy retirement. We can do that because we can afford to go spend a couple of days in Cebu at a nice hotel, you know, from time to
No,
time.
that's a big lie. David cannot sit in the house without going out, even in America.
Yeah.
So he's got a board like I need to go.
Yeah, see, my thinking is just the opposite. I kind of just want to be in the city, and when I want to go out to the country, I'll go spend a couple days out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I know when I get out to the province, my boredom level is going to skyrocket. So,
Oh yeah. Same
you know,
thing.
I'm not climbing up mountains or doing any of that stuff. I'm not getting in the water over there because, you know, I want to just be around the swimming pool.
Yeah, that's what I explained, David. In the country, you only need seldom stuff there, not every day. In the city, you can get every day that you need it. So
Yeah.
I just want to go fishing.
no, the fishing,
Well,
you're not speaking like every day, all day.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Because I've been in enough of the open markets, you just let them do the fishing for you, and you go get a nice yellowfin.
Enough fishermen. There's
Yeah.
plenty fishermen.
That just beats the point. So somebody was telling me, oh, well, you can't go fishing here because the water is contaminated and bad. And I told her, I said, well, I don't want to keep the damn fish. I just want to catch them.
Well,
You know, I'll throw
the
them back.
the ocean water is not that contaminated over there. It's the rivers and.
You're right.
No, they're looking about the pier. Like there's a pier.
Oh yeah, you don't want to fish the rivers there.
Yeah.
That's the Philippine
The
sewage
shipping
system.
areas. Right. And I told her, I said, you don't understand. I just want to be able to go fishing easily. We can
Yeah.
live in the city. I just want to go fishing easily.
Yeah.
Like, well, but the water, there's this one neighborhood we were looking at. She's like, well, but the water's really bad there. And I'm like, well, where can I catch fish?
Yeah,
Like, but you can't eat them. And I'm like, well, I don't care about eating them.
no, the delivery food is so expensive there. David always wants delivery food.
Me.
Yeah.
You're the one who's
Well,
over telling me 40 times of being
Well,
there.
I don't mind
You know-
living in the. I don't mind living in the big cities as long if you have a lot of money.
I like to go fishing too, but my plan of going
That's what
fishing
we're
is I'm just
going
going to I'll go give the local guy a couple hundred pesos to take me out there with him. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can happen here in the city.
Yeah.
I just got to figure out where and how to do that so that I
And
can
you
start
just-
doing that.
Just walk to any beach. They'll be more than happy
Yeah,
to
in
take
the
your
city,
money.
everything you get.
Yeah. Anywhere you see a banca boat pulled up on the beach, they'll take you.
Yeah.
I love
They
it.
take you all day and you pay $50.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I love to fish.
And they
Yeah.
feed you.
Like this, David. Kuya, take me out.
Yep. Yeah, just use the local fishermen. They'll take the extra money. They don't care. You know. Yeah.
Well, and that's what we just,
Just
you know, we
now you
came
got to
out-
remember, riding on one of their banca boats is not like our boats. You know, where you're sitting in a nice.
David tried that one like, whoa, what happened?
Yeah, their boats aren't quite the quality we're accustomed to. But
right.
As long as you can swim.
what's that?
As long as you can swim.
Yeah.
I can swim.
Yeah.
That's what we need to work.
I'm not
Well,
afraid
when
to
they,
swim.
when they go fishing there, you ain't swimming back. They're going out their ways. You ain't swimming back. You're good.
I mean,
They
if you
go-
fall in.
They go 20 mile offshore because there's no fish along shore there. They got to go out their ways.
No.
Remember when we went to the island hopping?
But you're going to be in San Francisco in this property you bought. Oh man, you talking about being isolated?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Well, if you look on Google Maps, that road that runs on the west side of Mindanao at the very top up there,
Mhm.
you'll see where San Francisco is. Yeah, that's a remote area, boy.
Sounds like
Well, it's just one road.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you further down, you coming around and then down, and then that's where you are in San Francisco.
Well,
when you said San
that
Francisco,
road, if you follow that road out of Surigao City, it goes down the South China Sea side, and it goes all the way to Lake Minneot. That
Damn.
big huge
yeah,
lake.
yeah.
That's Lake Minneot. Minneot? What's the name of that lake? Lake Minneot. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And then the road from there goes on down to Butuan. It keeps on going down to Butuan. Yeah.
Oh, you're going back the other way.
No, straight down.
If you're coming from Surigao, yeah, then you're going down to Butuan.
Yeah, if you're following that South China Sea coastline.
Yeah. And then down to my LDR, all the way down to Agusan del Sur, down in San Francisco on the other side.
He knows where the boat went.
Yeah.
That's why I was
we're gonna end this in a little bit, guys. Just
All right.
Yeah, it's already late.
I should have went.
12 o'clock.
I should have went to bed 2 hours ago, probably.
It's only 8 o'clock for me, and Netflix is still here, so
We forgot the time.
I got to get up and drive that truck in the morning. So
Yeah, you better get the rest then.
yeah.
Stay safe out there, man. Stay
Hey,
safe.
thanks for talking to us,
We
guys.
appreciate you. You bet. Stay in touch.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we will. We'll be
Yeah, I
over
just subscribed you. The No More Is No channel is the flag of Philippines. The logo, the No More Is No channel logo.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll find it. All right, take care, guys.
It has our picture on it.
Yeah.
Don't
Take-
forget about theirs.
Oh, there's. Yeah, we'll find those. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy to remember the no more snow.
Yes.
I think
All right,
you
Michael.
guys-
Good to see you. Ken, take
Yeah,
care.
I
my
just
son.
subscribed the No More Is No.
David,
the-
we'll talk to you soon.
Thank
Good
you.
show,
Bye,
guys.
bye.
Oh my gosh, Ken, you're still up?
Ken's still up.
Ken, go to bed.
Go ahead, Ken.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
All right.